How's it going? Thank you for being back here at the ShawnCast. Again, it's the same crew as always. My buddy Dan, Black Mike, who has just now been upgraded to Black Tech. We'll explain that later. And then Gin Tech, doing a whole Pidgey Odo thing with his hair. Anyway. Oh, and Courtney's here too. I totally forgot.
Thanks, Sean.
Okay, well, his hair distracted me. Can you blame me?
Yes, I still can blame you.
He looks... What is going on with your hair, man?
It's a mohawk, just smushed in headphones.
But why that hair? You look like Kratos' side piece, bro.
Okay.
I'm serious. Literally, you'd be the bottom for Kratos. Okay, anyway. No, I just, we're back here now. I'm actually excited that, things are moving forward with the podcast and everything. I see a bunch of shitty teams around the table.
Fuck you.
It's so sad.
Bandwagon fan.
Not a bandwagon fan. We got the Bird Gang, who's watching his demise currently on his phone. A Bengals fan who shut off her computer, how frustrated.
I'm watching my game on my phone.
Oh. That was better when I said it.
I was updating.
And then a Steelers fan who's going to lose very promptly around 5. Right? Is when the game starts?
No.
That's
Not
when
gonna happen.
it will happen. And now we have Antonio Brown too.
If we have until the second week.
Until it's like, what? Right until it starts talking shit?
And that's to say if he even shows up for the practice.
I know, right? How many... Did he even show up to practice with the Raiders?
He did, but he missed a bunch. And
Because
missed
of
a
the
bunch of meetings as well.
cryotherapy burns on his feet.
Who the
He's
fuck...
Stupid.
Who the
doesn't go
fuck
in
does that
shoes.
without shoes on? Who the fuck
Antonio
does that?
Brown.
He's an idiot. He's been in the Cairo all the time. So the fact that he all of a sudden forgot his shoes is weird.
Yeah. Especially with something like that, you figure that they know, like, hey, I have to do this all the time. Especially if you use it that frequently like he does.
Exactly.
I don't know, I just think it's dumb. Either way, my team, I don't have to really worry about them. There's like a 70% chance that they're going to get that 7th ring, so I'm okay with that. I'm actually very happy. Just now the question is, which one of you fucks is going to get to go along with us to the Super Bowl? Fail miserably, but at least you'll be there. That's what counts ultimately, right?
Just waiting for Tom Brady to get hurt.
Me too.
Yeah, dude, he's old as fuck, bro. He's going to be like 85 when he fucking retires. He's going to be on that strict fucking toast and avocado diet, half a fucking apple stem in order to fucking stay in shape. How old is he now? 42? Is it? 42? 43?
Definitely old enough to retire, though.
He should retire. But, I don't know. I think if he can still do it, he should. Right?
No, we're going to disagree with that.
We're going to disagree with that? Are you guys just upset because of the championships? I understand. It makes sense.
No, not upset about the championship.
What about
Just
you,
all
Bird
the
Gang?
bullshit rules and regulations that get slipped under the rug.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Bird Gang? What you got to say about that, about the Patriots?
Fuck the Patriots. That's all I gotta say about that.
Damn right, brother.
Get the fuck out of here. You guys are terrible. Your guys' high schools are going to be playing each other, aren't they?
What?
The high school that your guys' team come from. You guys are not in the pro league.
Okay.
You guys got to get rings
You
to
gotta
get in the pro
realize
league.
Steelers do have rings, so you can't really talk that much shit.
Well, yeah, of course. The participation trophy awards. Of course, I get it.
Oh,
Just remember, you guys are tied for the same record as those Steelers for
I'll just
having
wait until the end of the
rings.
year. Just wait until the end of the year. We'll be fine.
at
When
the
you
end
all
of
get
this year,
fucked in the Super Bowl.
you're definitely
I mean,
not going to get it.
That's what you guys said last time. I remember going to Buffalo Wild Wings for the AFC Championship, and it was the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Patriots. Literally everybody was booing because they were Kansas City Chiefs fans, and I was just had my arms in the air.
I think
So
most of
I-
them were just anti-Patriots fans, not necessarily Chiefs fans.
True.
Yeah. Literally, the Patriots could go against the Dolphins, and I'll still root
legit,
for
the refs were
Dolphins.
paid off. Like, you even saw the refs
Every
celebrating with the damn Patriots.
Well, yeah,
Like,
of course you wouldn't you be happy for the
Like-
champions?
Thanks,
no,
Belichick,
they
for
have
the extra
never
check.
done that with any other team. They legit paid off the refs so they could win.
They did
like
not
they
pay
were
off
down
the
by
refs.
how many points, and then got bullshit call after bullshit call to give them yards. Don't.
That was not bullshit. Those
Yes,
were
they
all
were.
fair and legitimate calls. You guys are just jealous. Just a jealousy thing. Just the jealousy of the teams. Don't be jealous. You guys will get your rings eventually. Especially you two Bengals and Birdie Gang. Eventually you guys will have a ring. You already got 6, so I'm not too worried about you, Black Mike. I feel you.
I thought he was Black Tech.
Black Tech. I'm sorry, man. I know that Mike.
It could just be Mike.
I know the word
Right,
Mike offends you.
seriously, I was
Or
gonna
just
say.
Mike Tech.
I know the word Mike offends you, so that's why we had to change it to Tech. So Black Tech now.
Pretty sure that shit is on my birth certificate. It's alright.
It's all good though. So Gintech, now that you have another tech, how do you feel?
I'm grateful for the help.
Ungrateful for the help?
No, I'm very grateful for the help.
Oh, I thought you said ungrateful. I was like, you piece of shit. Why would you do that? We just got him, bro.
Just got him.
That's what I was thinking. Damn.
From where?
I'm just kidding.
I found him.
You found
We
him.
adopted him. We took him as a stray off the street.
Oh, that was worse than what Tyler said.
It doesn't sound as bad from Courtney.
See?
Ha.
It
Because
really
it's me.
doesn't.
It was a way worse comment.
Dan could say it too, and it would not be as bad.
Also, but if I said
It's just you.
Exactly.
wow. Why? I'm not that much of an asshole.
Oh,
Because
well,
you just
shit.
bleed asshole.
I don't bleed it. That's a problem. That's a very serious medical problem. Bleeding asshole.
Yeah. You should get that checked.
My asshole hasn't bled in a while. I just have liquid poops.
In a
Leave me alone.
while.
You might want to get that checked too.
I don't want to know the story. Nope.
It all started on one
No.
faithful morning. No shake. So what's been new, guys? What's been new with you guys? I haven't seen you guys in like what, a week? Something like that.
I mean, last
A
night
few
you were
hours.
over here, but yeah.
Oh, that's right. I was here last
Seriously.
night. I was here last night. I totally forgot. Whoops.
Wow,
Wait.
really memorable night then.
Right?
Yeah.
Seriously.
So I don't
Glad we
remember.
invited you over.
Ooh.
That hurts my feelings.
You're the
We're-
one who passed out on us without
I always pass out.
responding.
I always pass out. That's like my whole
Then
thing.
why has to
I
come over
always
before
pass
you
out.
pass out?
I always pass out. I even pass out when I come here.
To be fair, he asked, and then we didn't see it for like an hour.
Yeah, and I
then
passed
told him,
out.
Okay, and then he didn't answer, and I was like, oh, he passed out.
Well, technically, Gabby passed out first. Then I passed out. This is all Gabby's fault. She made me feel comfy.
No, it's yours.
No, seriously though, what's been new? Gintech, I haven't seen you in a week. What's going on?
Nothing.
Why nothing?
World of Warcraft.
Nope. Not even that.
You guys
Just
are obsessed
working.
with the World of Warcraft now.
Been obsessed. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, well, not everybody got to the party on time, especially Steelers over here.
What?
Would you prefer Black Mike?
Cool.
Excuse me? Well, I was a little too close for that.
That was a little close, yeah. Just a little bit. No, anyway, so I was...
Sports ball.
Sports ball?
Sports ball.
Did you just really interrupt my introduction to something?
Yep.
Yes.
With sports ball?
Yep.
Why?
Cause I can.
You disappoint me sometimes.
Let's go to Tyler on sports. Sports ball. All right, thanks, Tyler. Back to what?
Ollie Williams.
It's hot! It's Gabby out doing the lots.
It's
Now
hot.
back to Gabby for the weather. It's fucking hot out here.
Oh.
Why am I out here? You need to get me home. All right, back to show.
Thanks, son.
No.
No, I was actually. That's funny. I was actually bringing up this. Oh, sorry, guys.
You do
Sorry.
it all the
Sorry.
Slammed it on
Sorry.
the table about his shit.
No,
Sorry.
every time you guys put stuff on the table, we can clearly hear it. Clearly.
Hear that through the headphones.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm drinking Coke.
Why do you think I haven't opened mine yet?
You should have opened that before
Because-
the podcast started.
Yeah, dude, you had it for 15 minutes before the podcast started.
Over that.
Why didn't you open it before?
I forgot. Shut up.
I even
No,
asked
but
you
now
about
we're on.
it.
Now
I
we're
did. I
recording.
legitimately asked you about it. We'll just open it. I already opened it. Come on, let's hear that crisp.
No.
Dan's about to open it. Oh, I like
No.
it was
This is
close.
already
I was like,
open.
yes.
No.
Come on, let's hear it.
We don't need to hear that.
Courtney, open it.
It turned into an ASMR channel, boys.
No, I'm just
Buckle
kidding.
up.
No, I was. What the fuck is my phone doing? Okay, sorry. My phone was on.
Are you kidding me?
What?
This is a professional podcast here, Sean, alright?
And?
Shit together.
Okay, so my phone was on. My bad. Let me put that somewhere. All right, cool. So no, I was actually reading. Yes, I read. Sorry, I had a burp there real quick. I'm so sorry. I apologize to you guys, anybody out there. I apologize. No, but I was actually reading about this thing that happened on the Joe Rogan podcast when Elon Musk went on there. He was talking about this thing called Neuralink, and it was hilarious. I was listening to the podcast and I was thinking in my head, I was like, I don't think this could ever happen. It actually got accepted for what is it? Animal studies, for animal trials, to insert a chip into their head to basically integrate technology with man and like have us be able to use the interface of our phones and stuff in our eyes.
That's
or
cool.
Display out.
No? Y'all ever watch Black Mirror? We know how that shit goes.
What do you guys think about that? Well, I mean, obviously we heard Courtney's Black Mirror reference.
I'm down for it.
I'm actually okay with it too. I was actually surprised that I was okay with it, but I'm okay with it.
No, I'm down for it as long as there's enough protections without the government just being like, hey, I'm gonna look through your eyes and see what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm not okay with it because we already don't know pretty much 90% of what our brain can do, and we're throwing more electronic impulses in there, so that could cause some real shit for us physically. Like, I don't feel it's a good idea at all. We need to discover what we can do on our own before we add technology into it.
But see, how cool would this be? I'd be talking to you right now, and I'd be able to update Facebook.
Why? Why would you need to do that? Other than it's
To inform
cool.
people that I'm talking about.
Who gives a shit? We need to get away from stuff like that because we're basically making our society antisocial by living through our fucking phone screens.
I don't think me and Tyler needed the screens to be antisocial.
Well, some people don't, but it just makes it way worse. We
That's
don't
true.
need things like that. This is all luxury. This is something we definitely can live without. We need to, like I said, we need to figure out what we can physically are capable of versus adding more machinery. We don't need to add more machinery. We need to work with what we have first.
What?
I could see it.
How did you not understand any of that, Tyler?
No, I could definitely see that.
No, I
could definitely see that.
yeah. No, just, it'll be interesting. Like, why not do it? Try it. People are just gonna go that way anyway. It's like a natural progression.
Yeah, they're gonna
Like,
eventually make it to where you have to have it, otherwise you can't live your life.
Well, we're gonna be.
I can go back to the Stone Age. I know how to do that shit.
I don't know what to do with that comment. I don't know what to do with that. But I don't know. I guess I agree with Tyler. As long as there's protections and stuff, Neuralink is not too bad. I don't think it would be, at least. Sending impulses to your brain, being able to control like your phone and other electronic
No,
devices.
I don't even. I'm not even in that part. I'm saying Neuralink would be good to help people who are like amputees and stuff. They can help with prosthetics.
Yeah,
That would be
it's true.
That would
Like,
be cool.
because you could just Bluetooth it.
Yeah.
But
and have,
for
like,
Sean's, yeah, that would be awesome. That would help out them definitely. But
Yeah,
what
that's
Sean's
where I'm
saying,
going.
updating Facebook
Yeah,
while he's
he's
talking
going
to
to the Kim
someone, like-
Kardashian way. I'm going.
What
hey,
the
let's
fuck?
try and help humanity.
Why was I just
Yeah.
comparing Kim
Sean's like,
Kardashian?
oh, I
Exactly.
could
It's
update
gonna be-
YouTube.
Yeah, it's going to be used the Kim Kardashian way, as you put it, because, you know, people aren't willing to help out people, it seems, more and more in this society, because everyone's gunning for what they want to do in their life.
I guess that would just
Yeah,
make me
and
more of
that's
an
fair.
asshole.
But maybe we should do it
Yeah, it does.
one way first, and then because the other way will happen. Sean's way will happen, but let's actually like help, you know, like vets and stuff who come back with no arm, and like, hey, we'll just put you, we'll give you the Neuralink, give you an arm, and there you go. You're back to normal.
Yeah, but
I
that's
mean,
why it
we'll have to
was-
deal with the PTSD, and maybe the Neuralink can kind of shut that off when you start having those.
That's years and years of studies on, I mean, even now we hardly understand PTSD. So there's so much needs to be done before something like that can happen.
But
Yeah,
at
we
least
gotta
it
start
lays down the
somewhere.
platform for it to dealing with other issues, even depression, even anxiety, being able to
But
regulate
that's
that.
more of a chemical imbalance, not
True.
an
But maybe they can do it without
electrical.
having pills and stuff. You just have that. Like you would have it for other stuff.
It would
and
trigger-
just
But
does
there's
that
natural
too.
ways to do it now too, without pills. It all based on diet, exercise.
Yeah, but I'm talking about
habits.
the like crazy Kim Kardashian generation we live in, like with all the people, they're gonna want it that, so they're gonna do that.
But that would be dope though. Like think about it.
Because
Come
people
on.
are telling them it's the latest and greatest thing, and it'll work this way, and it can honestly make it worse.
Come on, Mike. Back me up here. You're bougie like me. Wouldn't that be cool to get Neuralink and be able to turn on every light?
Dude,
Just
neural
like that?
dreads.
Neural dreads.
I got him.
Damn
Got
it.
him.
No.
You're the predator?
I personally disagree with it. I think that if he wants to put some shit into the brain, it's not natural. I wouldn't do that. I personally would rather him try and unlock the rest of the brain, like see what we're actually capable, kind of branching off what Courtney
Hey,
said.
everybody out there now, I am looking for a new tech person.
And I honestly think that would be a better thing to do. But if we did go with it, how like Tyler said, you can use it to help, people who are amputated or needed or wheelchair bound, just any sort of disability that you can use it to assist them with, then that would be a good, medical step in the right direction.
I do love the fact that when you said disability, you like looked at me. You're like, disability,
Well,
bro?
because you're half broken, man.
Yeah, fix that knee.
I'm not gonna get a fucking prosthetic leg just for your guys' entertainment.
Why
I'm
not?
not. It's not gonna happen. I refuse to be General Grievous. And if I got a prosthetic leg, it would be the most obnoxiously loud prosthetic leg. Like it would slam everywhere, have air brakes and shit.
No, just well, Dan will know the reference, but Deus Ex. Like I would completely be down to have robotic arms and legs and so all the stuff he has, where he pretty much has a HUD in his eyes. I'm down for that.
That would be dope. I think that would be cool.
Nah.
What about you,
Maybe
Bird?
get all in that.
But to your point, he, at least in the beginning of the game of the Human Revolution, he has no prosthetics. He has no artificial anything, and then it's forced on him. He pretty much
Has
he
no
was
choice.
willing to bleed out, and then they're like, no. His company takes him and makes him into it.
Plus, the government will get in all that.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
your
what I'm worried
information,
about.
Your memories, everything. Doesn't matter what laws we put up, they do whatever the hell they
Dude, think
want.
about it. You're on trial for something. They're like, oh, you didn't commit this murder? All right, let's take a look. Oh, look.
Yeah.
Oh, you did it.
Or it might
Actually,
solve
you could-
problems.
They
It could,
start
but still,
adding
it's just
memories
scary,
into it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
You know?
it's easily hackable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll just erase and put what they want you to think in there. They're literally brainwash you even more than what happens today. Besides just social media brainwashing everybody, now they're just with
Now
the
they
type
have
of
the
a
actual
keyboard. Yeah.
accessibility to your brain.
You're gonna vote for this person. You're going to do this. You're going to do
You didn't
that.
see it.
Yeah,
I mean, you
didn't
literally
see
didn't
any
see
of
it. We
this.
shut off your eyes. Like,
Yeah.
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 Cover-ups and conspiracies would be more likely now because of the fact that they can just do that. They'd be able to just shut our shit off and just be like,
They
oh,
can literally
never mind.
make everybody think that all this unhealthy food is healthy and just cause people to just literally we'll all be in a video game almost and it's just one person or one organization controlling us all.
Well, think about it. I mean, Elon Musk already believes in that. Thinks there is a simulation.
Yeah, that's weird.
But yet
Elon
he's
Musk is
trying
just-
to create something that can control us like a video game.
Even if
Everybody
it can.
buys a Tesla.
What if he's actually trying to do it for the benefit of?
That's
I
what
don't-
everyone says.
I don't
That's how
feel
you
it
get
was
the crazy
created for
ruler.
that.
That's how you get the crazy ruler. Oh, it's for the betterment of everybody that I wiped out half the population. Like, that's
Not
how it
everybody's
starts.
Adolf Hitler, first of all.
Well,
No,
what
that's
he
how
could-
it starts. They
Yeah.
always think they're doing good.
But what if he actually really is
Oh,
trying?
you keep marching right along with him, right off the cliff.
I'm just saying. Just think about it.
Yeah, he could do that, or he could put all his resources and intelligence into other things that can actually benefit the human. Let's figure out different ways to clear out the oceans even faster. Let's figure out ways to help rebuild get the ice caps back, or what can we do to actually help the Earth that we need, besides trying to nuke Mars and get shit going there.
Nuke Mars.
I mean, that's pretty much what he's trying to do.
I get the nuking, you get the polars started and start stuff to grow, but that will take a fucking long
Thousands
time.
of years.
Yeah. But during that time, we can focus on trying to fix the planet that we know that we can live on, this one, and
That
try and get
doesn't
that
need
shit
us to
going.
live. Like,
I have a question. Why can't we do both?
Yeah.
We could do both, but they tend to like focus on one thing and get that done, and
why
then
not
they'll find
focus on what we
another-
have
But right now we're
what's
focused
we
on
need
neither
now?
of them.
Yeah, right
Focus
now
on
we're
neither of them.
nothing.
We're not doing anything.
Yeah, we're just sitting here idly by.
like we'll find a biggest technology breakthrough, and then you're just like, okay, but what can we do for these or this, which seems to me a more simpler situation to like try and solve.
Oh,
if
to work
everybody
on our
work
planet?
together. Huh?
To work on our planet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
work with what we have first, then worry about another planet.
Yeah, work about green energy, substitutions for the oil and all the resources that we're constantly just taking from the earth, and figure out different ways. I mean, you can get a couple acres of hemp, create paper from that, and you'd have more than the amount of trees that would take to build that same amount.
Yep.
That right there, we have more farmers that produce hemp. One, they're making tons of money, so that's great for them. That's income for them. That's a job.
That's
And they're
exactly
also
the reason that it was
rebuilding-
outlawed in the first
Huh?
place.
It was
That's
only
exactly-
outlawed because people thought it was this whole horrible drug because one company didn't want to turn over their whole working system because it was going to cost him like $1.4 million, and he didn't want to spend that money.
It was outlawed because J.P. Morgan and a few other people who had interest in Tinder saw hemp as a new viable resource that could be grown anywhere. That's why they started with that whole evil, it's a drug type
Yeah, it
fucking
was just-
campaign. It's the
just
exact
straight
same
plant,
reason.
It's a
Spirit.
medicine.
Yeah. It's exactly the same reason because of the fact that you can create more paper. You can actually make it into
It's versatile.
shoes. You can make it into clothes. You can make it into whatever.
And we should. It's quicker to grow than a whole tree.
But there's too much
And-
interest, man. You know that. You know
There's
there's too much interest from big fucking lobbyists and fucking big
corporations.
corporations and everything like that.
Us.
You know that there's too much interest in them. They're never gonna go with it. Ever.
But if it
Because they
doesn't matter at
can't
that
make a
point.
good profit off it like
Yeah.
they can
Yeah.
with everything else.
That's what I'm saying. That's why they're never gonna go for that because they're gonna be losing tons of money.
I mean, all the equipment that it takes to grow. I mean, to cut those trees.
Like I'm not saying
and
your
everything
your stuff doesn't
is
make sense.
a lot more expensive than simply just got some hemp and then
Dry
produce
it out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We do
That-
it simple.
yeah. So
Yeah.
honestly, it would be
Would actually
a
save
smarter
them money
benefit.
in the long run.
Save
but
the
then they
money,
wouldn't
they'd be
have a
able to
monopoly.
sell more.
They wouldn't have a monopoly over it.
Yeah, they wouldn't have
I know.
control over
That's-
it.
Well, the
They-
monopoly is
they
illegal
will-
to begin with. It's not supposed to
Well,
happen, but
that's-
they still do
You
it.
keep saying that, but doesn't
That's
mean
gonna
cor-
say-
That's what-
companies
that's
like
what-
They
follow
find
that.
the
what you said.
loopholes and
It doesn't work
laws.
that way.
But that goes with what you said earlier, that you'd be okay with it as long as there's these layers that are protecting
Yeah.
it. They go right through those layers.
Oh, I
don't
know.
care. There's
No,
a back door for them to just get right through.
That's what I was saying with the human augmentation stuff. Like we already kind of do it. Just they're gonna have safeguards and everything that they say work. They'll go around it. That's what I'm saying. Hey, let's start with prosthetics first because you can't really go too much without just the only thing they could do is like shut off their arm. Like so instead of like, oh, let's start with Facebook and then work backwards. No, let's start simpler and then
Where it can
build
be
up.
useful.
Yeah, that's
and
actually
help
helps.
people.
I don't know.
These are fine. We can use these for a while.
I think
Yeah, we don't need what we have for a cell phone.
I think it's good that it's in the hands of Elon rather than anybody else, rather than any other
I think he's
politician
just
or
as
anything like
corrupt
that.
as anyone with that kind of power and money.
I don't think so. I don't
He
think
may
he
be
is.
brilliant, but I mean, just because he has good intention does not mean it's not going to yield bad results.
But I don't think he's corrupt. That's the thing. I don't think he's corrupt. What's the point of taking someone else's money if he already has it?
Because it's more money for him.
Majority of his time, especially beginning Tesla, he was bankrupt. He was just taking money from everyone.
Well, he was bankrupt because he put all his money from PayPal into Tesla. That's why he got bankrupt. But he paid back his government loans that he got.
everything back.
He's the only one who did.
He had to pay. It was to make a stand because of everything that he was saying, all this stuff that he was saying that he can do and accomplish. So many people were talking shit about all of
Well,
it.
yeah.
Like with the
With everything
rocket
he's
back
ever done. With
playing
everything.
back and everything.
With everything he's ever done. The same thing happened when he wanted to come up with the idea for PayPal. Same thing. Everybody mocked it, said that would never happen. We use things like it, if not it, almost every day in our lives now.
Not necessarily to trust it, because I hate doing that stuff.
But that's I just feel better that it's in his hands and it's his private stuff rather than in anybody else's, in the hands of the government or anything like that. I just don't see him as the corruptible type because of the fact that he has money.
Are you talking about the
Anyone's
Neuralink?
corruptible.
So what?
Are you talking about
Yeah,
the
the
Neuralink?
Yeah.
I'm okay with him building it. He can do that and everything, but as soon as they start trying to force it on people, that's when I have an issue. You know.
But that's what I think that. That's what I don't think he'll let that happen. I think he'll actually stop that from happening.
If
Eventually,
he
he
even knows about
won't
it.
have a choice.
Yeah.
They'll just copy it. They'll create their own version.
True.
Because his plans, I'm sure, eventually will have to be public record.
Yeah, but they're still under his patent and his name.
It doesn't matter. All they got to do is adjust it just a tiny bit, and they're outside of the copyright laws.
True.
Yeah, this is
More money
blue
for him,
wire
too.
instead of red wire. Right?
Exactly.
More money, more crazy ideas he can do. At that point, I think he just wants to keep making things, not really help the world, but just make shit.
Make the best and keep his name relevant.
He's, trying to be Iron Man as much as possible at that point.
And I mean, look how that turned out in some situations. He ended up trying to build a whole shield for the world and ended up almost destroying it.
Ultron.
Oh, yeah, I get the
Friends.
For
I don't know.
people viewing Ultron.
I don't know. I just think that I don't think he could get corruptible because, like I said again, because of the fact that he has money. I just don't see it. Like, what's the point
Everyone
of
has
it?
I mean,
a
look at
price.
Trump. He has money.
And
He's
he's
a mess.
the
He has money
shit
because he
president.
not just only did he inherit it, but he also got it from other people that he made deals with. But if
And
you
he's
don't make
screwed
deals with
over.
anybody, if you don't make deals with anybody and you don't have no interest in making deals,
Courtney, he's
Then
not a
there's-
shit president. He's
then you
just
don't
a
have-
president.
then they
That's
don't
the
have
level
leverage
we're
over
at.
you.
He's just
No,
a
but
president.
You get what I'm saying?
regardless
Most of
if
them are.
grabbing
Pretty
by
sure
the
he's
pussy
made
thing was a
deals.
joke, would you
I don't
want
think
your
so.
daughter to
Having
have
two
that?
different conversations going on.
sorry.
Taylor started that one.
sorry. We're talking over each other. I don't think Elon would have made deals with anybody. I don't see that happening. He was already a millionaire. He already had a ton of money. Why would he need anything to do with startup? He had it all.
More money.
He had
But
it all
he
for
used
himself.
government funding. for
Yeah,
Tesla.
he did use government funding, but at the
That's-
earlier stages, like for
But that's
other
the same
stuff
thing,
for
he
the
can do it
companies like
again.
Neuralink and the other companies that he had. Like, I don't see why he would have to use anybody else's money if
But he
could
did.
just not for Neuralink.
Not yet.
He hasn't used that for that. The only
Not
company
yet.
that he used it for is Tesla, because we were going through the recession.
Yeah, and if he eventually does
And he
make
did
a
pay
deal
it
with
back.
the government though, the government's gonna want the plans, and you know how that
He was
goes
the
out.
only one that was able to pay it back. He was the only car company that took out a loan that was able to pay it back. He paid it back. After that, he didn't use anybody else's money. It was all the money he earned, all the money he had.
Still. You have to be careful. You can't just be like, oh, I like Elon Musk, so I'm just gonna let him do whatever the hell he
No,
wants.
no, no, no. I'm not saying.
Some sort of
I'm not saying.
stipulation.
I'm not saying let him do whatever the hell he wants. I'm just saying. I just don't think he's corruptible. I just don't think he can. I don't.
Everyone
At that
is
point, I don't think he can.
corruptible. Everyone has a price. Everyone can just, for example, like everyone can be pushed to kill someone if they're put in a really high stress situation where it's either you or the other person.
Or those.
It-
Anyway, but I don't know. I just don't see it. It just doesn't make sense to me. Logically, it wouldn't make sense.
Even if he's not corruptible, his morale isn't going to be the same as everybody else. So if he builds something and the majority of us are like, you shouldn't do that, he doesn't care.
Yeah,
That's
he's
true.
been
That is true. He
quote
doesn't
unquote
care.
a commoner in how long because of all of his money and his reputation
Since
and
he was
his
16?
companies. Exactly. So he doesn't know how it is for us, having to bust our ass to pay our bills, to do this.
What? I wouldn't even go that far. I mean, just if he's just inventing things, just invent them. I don't have a problem personally with that. If you're just inventing things, just invent them. I think it's everyone else's responsibility of what to do with it. Like, I don't want people to stop inventing things just because it might be harmful. I think it needs to be done so at least you can be like, oh, we shouldn't go that way. That's not a way to go, but
Yeah.
you don't know what you don't know. So you
Create
like
progress,
making the nukes. Eventually that would have happened. I'd rather have it done then than now because it kill a lot more people now if it was used. It's like it's kind of like
Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna happen. Okay, we know we shouldn't do
Rather
this
sooner
now.
than later.
Let's
Trial and error.
yeah, let's go away from that. Now we know what to go away from instead of never like, oh no, we this might happen, we can't do it. It's like,
Right.
no, let it happen. Like, oh, this was clearly wrong.
And-
I think eventually we would correct ourselves, or we go so far one way where it really
Screwed.
wouldn't matter.
Yeah,
like
we would not matter
it
anymore.
doesn't like we'd just be too far gone. So
But I think that this is inevitable. The integration between man and machine, I think that's inevitable. I think it's something that is going to happen eventually. But like how you said, why not have it happen now?
I just don't feel it's gonna end well.
oh no, I'm not saying that. It's probably
No.
gonna end horribly, but
Yeah, it's probably
gonna
gonna end
happen.
really bad.
Like if it's not him, it's
It's gonna be
someone else who will make it faster. Or maybe he's gonna make it faster. I don't know. It's going to happen. So, not saying like, oh, just embrace it. No, be skeptical. Be wary of it. That's perfectly normal.
Yeah,
That's perfectly
it's normal.
fine. But I can't tell someone like, oh, you can't invent this because like no, you invent it, but like it's kind of on you. Like
Well, yeah, if you invent it, it's got to be on you. Unless another company is using a similar design, then it's on them, whatever. But you create it, it's on you. But I think that, yes, anybody can invent whatever, it's good, that's what we need. We need the progress. But at the same time, it should not be forced. So if that Neuralink becomes a thing and it's popular and whatnot, as long as people have the choice
to opt in.
to opt
Yeah.
in. If it's forced, then I have an issue.
Yeah, no,
It doesn't
yeah,
matter if it's
that
a
makes
side or
sense.
arm or leg, doesn't matter. But then obviously people are going to be using for just the benefits, the cosmetics of it and everything like that. It's an arm.
Here's
like
a
an
good
arm.
if anyone's seen the show Altered Carbon.
Yeah.
When you're one,
That one.
you get your stack. You don't have a choice. Everybody gets their stack when they're one. It records all your memories, everything. It's who you are, and then you can switch bodies and stuff.
Yeah,
You don't really have a
it's
choice. It's so
literally in the memory card.
ubiquitous within everyone, not just the country, not just Earth or any. It's every human has it. You just have it.
And the more money you have, you could buy a higher end
A body. So you can
or
become like a
get
superhuman.
lower one.
If you want.
And if you're bored, you die. Your body dies. For
You
some
get
odd
whatever
reason.
body.
Whatever body's there, they just put you in there. Male,
If
female,
If you're
doesn't
murdered,
matter
if
what
you're
they
murdered,
list.
Yeah, I remember like the first couple episodes, there was like a little girl who died and they put her in like an old lady's body.
67-year-old
Yeah.
And the mom and dad are like, is that you, Katie? And she's like, Mom, Dad. It's like an old ass lady. It's
Yeah.
Like, this is all you can give us. Sorry, like you don't have, you're poor.
Not high
Yeah.
ranking.
You get whatever we pull off the scrap. This is what we got. And it's some
Yeah.
old lady. And their
She
little
was like
daughter
10
is in
year
this.
old. 10
You know,
years
it's just
old.
like,
No, I
oh,
don't even
fuck.
think she was 10. I think
Yeah,
she was like
6 or
really
something.
little because they were just like, what? Like,
Yeah.
So
Just
combine that with today's healthcare. No.
oh, and by the way, I was just thinking about this just because I was thinking of the Deus Ex stuff. Dan, you played the game, right? Human Revolution? At least the first parts of the first one? It's when he first gets his robot parts. Or at least
No, I played like the third one, I think.
the second one? Mankind Divided?
Yeah.
Okay, I think they do it more in the first game, but they're talking about, they call them like augments, where people will get them stolen. So they'll like take people's like arms and legs and like eyes and stuff. Could you imagine that? Like, oh hey, you have Neuralink, rip that out of your head
What the
because
fuck?
they want it. Like that's,
It's
Just
kind
like
of
that
like-
with
happening.
his organs.
yeah. They have fake, like he has like fake organs, parts of his skull. Like, there's one guy you meet.
It doesn't
He
fail.
literally has someone else's like a rich person's robotic arm because they stole it for him, and they put him on him.
It's
crazy.
Yeah, like that would suck to get not just mugged, but get like your eye ripped out because it's fancy. Like, oh, you have that new version, rip, and now you're bleeding. Like you're
Bleeding out,
yeah,
basically.
you're dying, and you're just like, oh, just because they wanted the new version of my iPhone, pretty much.
Yeah.
And at that point, you're on the verge of basically living forever, and then you're still going to have people that are going to keep producing kids, which is going to overpopulate too much. It's going to cause even more issues too.
True. Because then you have to get into the whole, I guess the whole evil of like population control and being able to having to regulate kids and having to regulate
And
this
no one
and that.
wants to be the bad guy and say,
Right.
hey, this is what needs to be done.
Oh no, there's plenty of people that
Well,
want
I
to be
know,
that guy.
I know there's
Like,
plenty of people that would willingly probably do it, but there's also a majority of, excuse me, that's my child, I'm not gonna let you do that.
Right.
Like,
Exactly.
this is,
Look how well that worked out for the little girls in China.
exactly.
I don't think it would be that bad of a thing, like Tyler said at first, but I think it would eventually get bad because of the way that it would be, and ultimately, like you guys said, it would be forced because you'd have to go on Facebook, you'd have to go on this, you'd have to check your bank accounts, you'd have to check your email, and if that shit is all integrated now, you're gonna be forced to do it. Otherwise, you won't be able to do your job. You won't be able to do anything simple, even purchase groceries. You might not even be able to do that anymore
without the mark of the beast.
without the mark of the beast.
No, it's
It's just another way Big Brother can control you.
it's already done.
Let's-
I
Like,
said another way.
like if you're out there and you only watch one side of the media, you're being controlled.
Yeah.
And I'm not even saying it's like, oh, it's one people. No, it's either really right or really left. You're being told only half the story on purpose.
Yeah, all the time. Just to keep us either in conflict or under control or whatever they want to do, and we go into it.
That's why we'll get into the tariff stuff with China. Like at some point we had to do this. Is it fucked up that like everything's gonna cost more? Yeah. But we're being, first off, we import more than we export, right?
Right.
So we're just raising up our debt even farther to China, which owns like 90% of our debt. We relaxed a lot of tariffs. I think it was back in the 90s because we wanted more import. We wanted more of commerce to help with the economy, help all the stock market and everything. Kind of screwed that up because now when we raise it again, we're screwing everyone over because it's going to be more expensive and we're really not going to get anything out of it. And then China is all pissed off because they don't get the sweet deal anymore.
Yeah, but I feel like if they're not appeased right now, what did they call back 90% of their debt? We're fucked.
Yeah.
We're gonna be owned by
that's
China.
the government we live under. That's what they did to us. And so that's why I'm not even like, oh, we should have Bernie or we should have Trump or what. I'm like, fuck all of it. Like, you guys all did this.
Like seriously, they would own us. They would literally own us.
Yep.
More than they already do.
And we wouldn't be able to do anything about it because we own.
No, the reason they don't ever call on the debt is because we make them too much money.
So technically, we paid it back.
No, we just add to it because we import more than we export to them. So we pay more than we get from them. So just, and then they're like, oh, you're still overcharging all the corporations are overcharging. So and the government just goes, okay, yeah, we'll pay it. And then the government's in debt, so they just keep borrowing. So we're literally giving them money and then borrowing from them. So yeah, fun times.
That's fucking.
We fucked ourselves bad with all these tariffs because they're not even taking our farmer goods anymore. They're going to other countries for it, and farmers are suffering big time now. Even
But
more than
it's
they
like our
already
fault
did.
though.
It
That's
is
what I
our
was trying to
fault,
get at. Like
Their
they
fault
should have
too.
been
Majority of
raised.
Farmers voted for him.
Yeah, well, they should have been raised. The tariffs, it's not even, in a way, it's not Trump's fault. It's something that should have happened
A while back.
already.
Like
It should have
going
been raised slowly, but Trump kind of just like, nope, like, what do we, like, this is stupid. Should have already been done, so he just did it, or is going to do it really fast, which I don't agree with, but I understand him raising the tariffs, because it's like, hey, we're giving you things for pennies on the dollar, and you guys are just getting loads of it. When we get stuff, it's like we're paying a lot more than you are.
Yeah.
Like, they don't even take a lot of our paper anymore, our recycled paper. They don't take it.
Well,
Why?
a lot of cities here don't even recycle anymore.
Well, that's why, because they stopped taking it. China was the largest buyer of used paper products.
I know,
And
if
then-
we stop making paper and use hemp, have a lot easier time with it.
But how are we gonna find new species once we kill them? That's literally why we keep finding more. Like, oh, oops. Like,
Because they keep killing them?
yes, that's literally how we're finding them now. Like, oh, well, we wiped that one out. Check. Like,
My bad. It's so terrible. I don't know. I think this problem is not going to be something that's going to be solved a lot, like, very easily. But
Well, that's why we've got to work together to solve it. We know a lot of people don't because a
Boo.
lot of people don't agree with it.
you sound like a dirty liberal.
shut up. Get
Fuck
the fuck
Trump.
out of here. So with the tariffs, you think it's a good idea overall, right?
Which one?
What?
Which one of us?
You, Jintech. Sorry.
I think it's a good idea, but it should have been done slowly and a while ago.
When would you have started it if you could pick a timeline or point in time?
I don't know, you should be at least 10, 20 years, just slowly raise it. Not just like, oh, it's up here. No, it's you ease them into the pain. You don't just like send it all to them, because then they're gonna have a hissy fit like they are.
Yeah.
No, you like they did to us. You just slowly turn up the temperature in the water.
You
You
just like
don't
get used to it and then.
Yeah, and then
Turning
it's
it
too
up.
late. And that's how
So
it
there's
is.
so you don't have any absolute fear that we're gonna end up being owned by China.
Pretty
You
much
already
we
are.
Yeah. Like,
Well, more
Like
so.
economy
I don't
wise,
have-
we are.
well, I don't. If we're around long enough for that, like both parties right now keeps talking about the debt and the deficit and everything, but they're not. Neither of them are doing anything to pay it down
Yeah.
at all. Like, when they say that, there's no evidence that either of them, when either have been in office, has paid it down at all.
What, the deficit?
Just keep
The national
growing.
The
debt
national debt.
has decreased, and then it went back up because of Trump.
No.
By a
that's
lot.
That's the debt, or the deficit. The deficit went down, not the debt. Not how much we owe. That's always gone up. The deficit is like, oh, we earned through taxes $1 million, but we're spending 1.1 million. With Obama, we lowered it down to almost nothing. So
Yeah.
the debt itself wasn't growing. With Trump, it's gone back up. But we
Yes.
still always were building the debt. That's the problem. It's never gone down. Even Obama he didn't make it go down. He just didn't really add to it very much. Like, he didn't actually solve it. He just like, oh, we just won't be a part of it for while I'm here. Which is a good thing, but he didn't, maybe at least like, Trump could have been like, oh, we'll keep Obama's plan and then start lowering the debt. But, I don't know.
Did you pause it?
Yeah.
Cool. I dude, fucking pissed. Holy shit.
The cameras. Okay.
Say what?
Okay.
Nothing.
Yeah, you have to
Okay.
cut it out.
Enjoy
You
it.
cut it out.
You should pause it.
I can't.
What?
Because it needs to be connected to the app for me to do that. If I click it, it's gonna stop it, and we have to start a whole new
Oh.
video. Yeah.
Editing my video is pretty easy.
How you doing, man? You seem very frustrated. I know. Is that bad? I bet you my dad is. What?
We're down 17
Yeah, I bet you my dad threw something through a window.
I'm surprised he hasn't.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm much fucking better. Fuck.
Dude, you are literally recording.
Say what?
You are being recorded by the camera still.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I'm aware of that. Are we not allowed? Are we not able to delete it or edit it?
Not right now.
Well, not right now, obviously, but it's not live streaming.
Oh, we weren't supposed to live stream?
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Just kidding.
Here's the tape down.
What's this? I'm hungry.
Can I get a chip? Nigga?
Literally just
Oh,
handed it
shit.
to him.
Nigga.
I'll take the chip right back.
Alright, so it's your info hours, so we're all gonna go get food.
Yeah. That sounds good. Like a good dude.
Wait, what were we just talking about?
The ending of the tariff thing.
There's about deficit, Obama, Trump.
Oh, bummer.
Oh, I'm a-
Yeah, I just said, but I don't know.
Playing his W.
How's it?
so many
How's it going?
drivers already.
Hmm?
How's it going?
Good?
No, the.
It's not all.
Done.
Tea?
Oh yeah.
Oh, no, not good. Not good at all. No. We had like 11 yards passing last I checked. He was like 2 for 13 with 1 interception for 11 yards.
Holy shit.
It's going good.
Inside.
Like, oh, we'll keep Obama's plan and then start lowering the debt.
It's a pretty good cutoff spot though.
That actually looked pretty good.
Did you feel it?
He doesn't get it. He never
Sorry. He doesn't get it. He never will.
I see Tyler struggle in a whole new light after.
Yeah, now you understand where I'm like, get closer, like
Yeah.
stop it. like I literally
I'm like
can't hear you.
notorious for this shit because I have tiny voice.
Like I can't hear you.
Freaking Tyler though. He doesn't get it. He never will.
Once we all get headphones, we're like, hey, shut up, dude.
Bro, shut the fuck up, man. Or we'll be more conscientious about it. What do you guys want to get to eat? Can someone get me something? Because I'm going to be up here doing the
we
Sean's
were
Hot
over
Minute.
talking then. What were we talking then? I don't remember now.
That was just a jumble. Just
Probably. Because they asked me something and I just went off.
To be fair, we were talking first.
yeah, but no one listens to you.
True. That is basic facts.
So we started our own conversation. What were we talking about?
Tyler and Courtney cast just found like
Tyler and Courtney cast.
It just goes.
We could probably come up with some good ones, honestly.
Alright, ready? Continue this?
Gin tech and fake gender.
Why did you do that?
Sorry.
What was the whole? You didn't even drink from it. You
See?
literally picked it up
See?
and put it back down.
See?
He doesn't even have his headphones in. If you were trying to get to him, it failed. It
No.
came straight to me.
I
heard all of
wasn't.
it.
I just didn't know why I did that. I honestly don't know why I did that. It's just that I have it. I'm like in shock right now. I was like, I didn't even realize I did that. Hi, what was it?
Taken down by Dalton. He like tossed it and our guy wasn't even there.
What? Every fucking time what?
Might be the Padres are tied.
I'm sorry. I'm trying.
No,
Not hard enough.
you aren't.
I
Never
really
said
am.
he's trying, but he's trying to make it.
What can I do to help this
Like, hey,
situation?
bro, why does our podcast sound
Put
weird?
it on your thing, the arm of the chair.
And then, anything else I can do to help this?
I wonder if coasters would help.
Probably not.
It's
Not the ones you
even
have.
little sound.
Because the clip.
I can hear that.
Well, I can't, so I don't know what the fuck you're looking at me for.
You can hear him on my.
Fucking liar.
You
Fucking
can't?
liar,
You
Tyler.
fucking lying piece
I
of
can
shit.
hear it.
You fucking bitch. Kill him.
You stupid motherfucker.
Rip
Put
his
these
heart
on. I can literally hear it.
Demons attacking him. It's like it's flat.
Yeah, you can hear it.
Liar.
And Tech's gotta stay together.
I can hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you both can play near. Corrupt.
See? Any person is corruptible.
Fake
Two
news.
chickens.
I'm so glad though,
Hey,
because
Belichick,
that Trump
can you
got elected,
stop
because
listening
that
in
is
on this?
great.
Thanks.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Wait, what'd you say?
Even if you're saying
Wait, what'd you say?
I said I'm so glad that Trump got elected because we get to use that word now. Fake news.
Oh.
It's like it's not. You're
That's
not
not a
wrong.
silver
It's
lining,
fake
and it's
news.
not a silver
like
lining.
That's
you're not
Alternative-
wrong. Just everything you know isn't real. Like that's exactly what that is. Like that's not real.
Alternative facts.
Yeah. That's not a thing at all.
it's called an opinion. A shitty one at that.
What are alternative facts?
Fact is a fact. An alternate fact is a lie.
I mean, you kind of screw yourself at the same time there, Mike.
See, it's not cool when you do it.
Fuck you.
This is no, you guys. This is tech stuff.
His clap actually overpowered your can slam.
Yeah, it actually did because it was higher pitch.
You weak bitch.
Quick
You
release.
higher-
You just fucking.
No,
Yeah.
no, it's funny when you did that. It didn't really do anything.
Fucking ears just start bleeding.
It didn't really do anything.
I can hear that through your headphones. Turn the volume down, Tyler. You're gonna have no ears
Ah!
when you're older.
It'll be fine.
I didn't see Dan.
I'll have Neuralink. Dude, my mom says, she's like, you're gonna have hard of hearing. What? And she's like, this is exactly what I'm talking about. I'm like, I was joking.
Yeah, you definitely have hard hearing.
What?
Because especially with your headphones, your normal ones, your daily ones, just blare.
Yeah, I can hear them.
Mm-hmm. Alright, ready?
Ready? I was the last person to talk, so. I'll just, what I said, tariffs, you know. Lowering the debt. I just said they could have kept Obama's plan and then started lowering the debt. So one of you guys start talking. Ready? Gabby?
Start talking. Okay.
And
Gabby's just chilling there.
You think that the trajectory of that plan would actually work?
I don't know. Like, gotta do something, because right now we're doing nothing. Again.
We just
Like-
actually have to start paying off our debt and maybe,
But we can't let
Not
Tyler say
spending
how
as much?
possible.
How?
we need to stop being involved in foreign affairs. That's what needs to happen. Flat out. We don't need to be involved
But
in
how are all those people who don't have electricity gonna get TVs?
why do they need a TV?
That's
it's
what
fine.
I'm saying.
Without
Fucking
TV.
Tyler, that's what I'm
years.
saying.
I mean, TV is a luxury. We don't need it. It's just another way to dull our minds.
That's
It's-
what he said.
There's no reason for it. We don't, I mean, I hate to
Thanks,
be
Netflix.
the asshole to say we need to stay involved in our own country because we're failing as a country because we're trying to help everyone else. We don't need to be helping everyone else. They need to help themselves.
But are we really helping?
Exactly.
Are we
We're not.
really helping the
We're
situation?
not.
So-
we're just there to be
so what you're saying
the
is you
world
hate-
power.
So what you're saying is you hate the migrants?
Yes.
No, I don't.
Just kidding.
I don't.
You're like, don't
If
do
they're
that to
tr-
me.
If they're trying to have asylum here, yes, I'm all for that. But we need to have a better process to get them here. That way they are safe. That way they are together. That way they don't have to feel they have to run across the desert risking their lives because they're not safe in their home country. We need to be able to be the asylum we were supposed to be years ago. We don't accept everyone like we should. And especially with the fucking immigrant camps that Trump has, is that fucking humane? Regardless if you're an illegal immigrant, they are still a human being. Like, I'm sorry, flat out. You should not ever be treated like that. Regardless, put us in that situation. Our president would be all for getting us out of there, but you know, he'd rather put the people that supposedly no one gives a shit about in there and just keep them out of sight, out of mind. It's a total concentration camp. It may not be the gas chambers or anything like Hitler, but it's just as bad. Kids are getting raped, like people are dying because they don't have the appropriate medical care. It's not any way humane. And I'm getting
I think no. I'm not even gonna be like, oh, I'm disagreeing. No, I think they should make more camps because at least from what I
At
know,
least
is
put
that
mother and
they
children
had
back
way too many
together
people.
and help the people, not try to downgrade them. They are not lesser than us. They are still a human being. We are all the same species. Why would we treat someone as equal to you and me just because, you know, they're here illegally? How about we make a better legal process system to get them in here away from all the negative shit that they have to deal with?
Now I have a question.
Go for it.
Why do we have to do it?
He's
It's not-
saying pushback. He's giving you pushback.
Yeah.
He's giving you
I'm gonna push
pushback.
back on that. I'm gonna push I'm gonna push the brake pedal,
No,
and I'm gonna
that's
put a little
fine.
gas.
It
little
doesn't
gas.
have to be necessarily just us, but countries
But it
like
seems like
us
it
who
necessarily
are
has
in the
to be us.
modern. Well, that's because that's what America was founded on. Your dreams. The American dream is to be able to do and have your own freedoms. That's what our country was founded on. Unlike most countries way back when.
But that's not our fault.
Yeah.
No, it's not
that's
our
true.
fault, but we also have to uphold the standards that
But
everyone
then
needs to be
everywhere
treated
should just be
equal.
us then. We should be able to take over every country then.
No, we don't need to be world dominant because that's another tyrant. We don't need another tyrant. We need to be self-sustainable.
So we should have
and
like
willing to accept
borders,
people.
like between countries.
We kind of already do.
Yeah, we should have borders between countries and not let everybody in, right?
No. No. Are you listening?
Yes, but do you guys see
We,
what I'm
know,
going?
we see the point. We
Yeah.
see the point,
Yes,
but
I see the point.
Yeah, no, I'm not for how they're treating those people. I think they should. If I was president and I know this, I would be like, okay, hey, National Guard, you guys go down there, you guys build more camps, have the Army Corps of Engineers build more camps, build more facilities, and
Treat
just have the
them like
military
human
have the
beings.
medics, have the.
You need to be treated like human
Yeah,
beings.
if you have your own more space, because they're being
If
cramped
they
in
have
there.
the resources to do it, and that's what the government's not giving them. And they
Yeah.
need to have more resources to be able
Yeah,
to take control.
then at least while they're there, they could be taken better care of until we can figure out the legal part. Because right now, like everything else we said, we're doing neither.
Exactly, we're just letting them sit and rot, and that's not okay. We need to go forward. We need to get better
And
processes with
and with
it.
the separating families, the only thing I've ever seen that I can kind of understand why they would do it is because they're like, hey, we want to make sure that those people that took you here, like the kid, is actually your family and not just, oh, we're
I'm
just
okay with that,
smuggling
but
you.
And
after
that's
that,
fine.
they
Yeah, then
need
they
to
should
bring them together.
Yeah, no, not like, oh,
I mean-
keep them apart like they are.
If
And-
that's
but
not
that
gonna
but that
make
makes
I don't
sense.
think
That would
we
make
should ever
sense.
separate
Yeah.
them though. I mean, if they found out that, hey, you know, they're not your parent, let's go find your parent and let's kick the other ones who are we're supposedly not. Or
Yeah,
we're
but during
trying
that
to kidnap
time,
you.
Yeah.
we don't know how.
But that's what I'm
we don't know
saying.
what
Have
the
more
fuck happens.
facilities to be able to do that, because right now they're just cramming them
And
in.
like you said, are doing nothing. We're doing nothing.
Yeah,
anymore.
and I
More
feel so
jobs,
bad,
more
like,
people to do it.
and they
But no
should.
one wants to do it because we're treating them all like shit, and we made them look like they're below us in the society's eye, and we shouldn't.
But overall,
But I also don't agree with just letting all of them in.
No,
True.
I
You
agree
can't-
with that as
absolutely.
well. There
Absolutely.
needs to be moderation with it. We need to be doing something, and we're not, like you said.
Like
What do
you,
you think?
like you guys were saying, the expedited legal process I think would be the more effective solution. Not just focusing on defense for the border, not just
No.
focusing on that. It would just be a faster legal system. If a faster legal system existed or a legal process, no one would come here illegally. They'd be like, oh, I can just wait 4 months and
Exactly.
I'll be good to go and I'll be able to work there or whatever. They wouldn't have
Won't
have to
risk
fight.
their lives.
But-
Yeah.
But I do understand that we can't let everyone in just because they want. We can't let everyone be a citizen because it's like, hey, we have a certain amount of jobs. We
That's
have
what
a
I'm
certain
saying.
amount of things.
That
Right.
process, put them on like a probationary period. You know, you
Yeah.
fuck up, you're out of here. Like, you know, shit like that. But make it
And
towards
actually
more
stay
expedited, so
up
it's
on that
quicker.
process.
Yeah.
So it's quicker for
I
them.
just because
To have
letting
that
everyone
say.
in doesn't make sense
Yeah.
either.
Absolutely.
You can't let everybody in.
But also,
because
but also part of this.
then
Part of the
everyone's
system,
screwed.
part of the system, as they come in, you slap them with a fucking number in regards to paying Social Security. I mean,
Okay.
not Social Security.
Okay,
taxes.
No.
you need to explain
No, no,
that.
no, no, no.
Tattoo it right on the wrist.
No,
I was
no,
gonna
no,
say,
no,
you
like
should
everybody.
be
We're
treated
all-
like
yeah,
that number.
Sean,
We're all-
yeah,
Never.
tattoo
We'll
in
put
their
him in a,
wrist.
we'll put him in a
No.
concentrated
That's not what I'm
area.
talking about. I'm talking
We'll
about.
Like
give
camp,
them a
if you will.
shower
No,
first.
no.
Like,
I'm talking about.
Separate men and women.
I'm talking about like us. We all have numbers. We
We'll
all
take
have.
off their shoes.
We all have.
No
We don't
living
have
man
that.
should ever be treated like a number.
No.
They're a
But
human
we're all treated like numbers. We all have numbers attached to our names. It's our Social Security. That's how we pay taxes. That's how we do that. The second they come in, give them one. Give them one and say, now you have to contribute to our society.
you're gonna be
You have to
international.
contribute to our community.
Okay,
You
that's
have
for
to
what
the
pay
you guys
taxes.
want.
even for the
Okay.
few months you
That I
can.
get.
You
That
have
I
to.
get.
That's
Understand.
that's what I'm trying to say. I was gonna explain after the shock value.
Explain that.
I was trying to be fucking dramatic for like 4 seconds. You guys are just
Explain
fucking
that.
throwing Hitler down my
Make sure
throat.
to
Chill the fuck
explain
out,
that.
y'all.
Maybe you should explain that
Dude, because that's how
first.
you started. Oh, we won't kill him. We'll just put him in a centralized area.
Bro.
Like,
Okay, now that we explained that, that's what I think should happen. They should have to contribute to our society, our
I
culture,
don't-
everything like that. in
and
that
I'm not
regard.
talking about just
Paying
the people
taxes,
coming
stuff like that.
from South America or Mexico. No,
Everybody.
it's everyone who overstays their visa. Like,
Yeah,
it's-
dude. Them Canadians, eh? Fuck them. I'm just kidding. No, don't fuck them. I like them a lot.
We like you, America's hat.
America's hat.
Yeah, you never
Yeah,
heard
they're the
that?
happy
America's
continent.
hat.
I've never heard of it actually.
Yeah, America's
Please
hat.
explain that to me.
It's on top.
That's it.
Because they're
That's
the
it?
hat of the continent.
Oh, I just
Yeah,
thought it was more
that's
clever because
No,
now just
no,
don't
literally.
give a shit.
Nope. Nope.
That was
And Alaska's
minute-
like the ponytail.
2 minutes of explanation that
That's
I did
Hawaii.
not.
The birthmark.
The birthmark.
Yeah, because you know it's on the accent and way the fuck out there.
This is,
Come on, it was funny.
this is what our life is now, guys. We're just comparing fucking continents to body parts.
Well, you know, there is a man in the United States if you look at the map.
I do want to say though, there's one thing that the American government does really, really well, and it's worked 100%. The war on drugs.
That's
terrible.
It's like,
That is
I'm not even gonna say anything.
That's
just
terrible.
No.
That's worse than what I said.
No,
About the numbers
I was
thing.
just joking. Like that is.
Come on, seriously, someone make that go away,
Like,
Someone make that numbers thing go away because that's gonna haunt me for a while. I feel
what?
the numbers thing that I just brought
Yeah,
up. I feel like
yeah.
that's gonna haunt me for a
That's
minute.
staying.
You should have
That's
said it
that's staying in.
differently.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a
We
lot
all
of.
tried to warn you. We looked at you like, stop it.
Shut
Okay,
up.
come on. You know I'm not gonna
Yeah.
do that. You know I'm not gonna stop right when I'm told to stop.
Stop. You don't
It
know what
doesn't
you're
happen.
saying. Shut up. No, but the war on drugs stuff.
Do you guys still wait? Hang on. Do you guys still think I have a shot at the presidency after that comment?
Probably not.
Yes.
After
Yeah,
what we say
yes.
in this podcast, Sean,
Yes.
probably not.
Yes, you have a perfect shot.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
Trump.
if Trump
Yeah,
made
like-
it in office.
Dude,
You're headed down the right path.
yep. No, but the war on drugs.
Oh my
I mean,
God!
I'm
That's
not
like a
gonna-
broken fucking record. All right, what about the war on drugs?
War on
Shit,
drugs.
motherfucker.
War on drugs.
What about it?
What do you guys think about it? Works?
It's a war
100%?
on drugs.
No, it
fucking
doesn't work.
corrupt and
Yeah, I was
racially
gonna say.
It doesn't make
has a
sense.
racial
To me.
agenda, and you know.
It doesn't make sense to me. I think it's a waste of money. Waste of resources. It doesn't make sense to me.
Just legalize all drugs.
Yep.
It's worked in other countries.
You'll see that shit fucking plummet.
Yep. Seriously. Like
It's
they're
easy
not wrong.
accessible.
Yeah, when you take the
making money,
stigma
a shit
away,
ton of tax-free money off of it.
or yeah, tax it and then be like, all right, 50% of it goes to rehab. There'd be hundreds of rehab
Well,
places. It'd be
if
like,
rehab wasn't so looked at in a negative light,
oh,
a lot
do
of
it
more
to-
people would
like-
try to, because they're at that point.
legalize drugs and give half of it to health, mental health funding. Like, yeah, everything's subsidized. All your mental health stuff is subsidized, or that's how you can pay for medical stuff.
Yeah, that's how you can pay for medical stuff for everybody. Legalizing all drugs. But part of the allure
Big
to
Pharma will
drugs.
never do that because they make millions.
But part of the allure to drugs is the fact that it's illegal. Like that's part of the allure to drugs.
Yeah,
That's
part
illegal
of the
that
rush. It's part of the rush.
Yeah, it's illegal. You're not supposed to do it. You're doing it anyway. I feel like if you just legalize it, people would be like, "Well, what's the point? I can just wait until I'm like this old and I can just do it." Like, there's no point.
It's not one of those things where it's like, all right, it's illegal now, nobody does it. No, it's happening either way. Like it's,
Yeah,
and we're making a shitload of really really bad people really really rich because we
yeah, exactly.
criminalized it.
Yeah,
They would
same-
never legalize it though, because they're not only would Big Pharma be against it, but the jails themselves would be against it, because how much money are they making from incarcerating all these people? Whether it's
All the private
harmless
businesses.
like marijuana or you know
Crocodile.
meth,
But
heroin.
yeah, crocodile.
Yeah, slinging
That's a
off
fucked up
all the
drug.
crocodile fucking dealers.
That's fucking fucked
There
up.
was one
Yeah,
that he used.
and he used his own supply.
Yeah.
Never get that
Now
out of
there's
your
no-
own planet.
yeah. Now there's no more.
Even with the marijuana laws that are going on, because of the fact that the country's still like pretty much 90% in the dark about legalizing marijuana, it's still creating a market for the cartels, for dealers, for everything like that. It's still creating a market. If they were to legalize it all, we would see that they would start losing money rapidly. There'd be no point for them to do it because you can just get it from the store.
Well,
Unless
okay.
they were
Walk down
cheaper.
the street.
Now I have a question.
Which
With the
they are.
with
If
the-
they
with
were
the
cheaper, they'd have to
legalizing
downgrade
drugs,
their
Their
product.
quality.
If they downgrade their
Not
product, and their
necessarily.
pretty much.
Because if that's the only way to make money, it's like, look, we have really good product, the same quality that you're getting at the dispensary, but we'll sell
But it
cheaper.
costs them more to create that product.
Not if the places they're getting it from are losing money, they're gonna have to sell cheaper too. It's gonna affect everything. It's gonna be a chain effect.
Well, they wouldn't sell cheaper because they would just turn legit and just start feeding these dispensaries, and they'd make a ton of money off of that because they'd be feeding the dispensaries.
Not everybody can do that though, but yeah.
but that's already happening now. That's kind of what I'm getting at. So I'm
fine.
like,
there's
it's gonna
always still
happen
gonna be
either way.
there's always still gonna be drug dealers. Stuff like
Yeah,
that.
there's gonna be drug dealers, but they're not gonna have that stronghold that they
Power.
did.
Yeah.
well, I think there'll be way less drug dealers.
Yeah,
Because
significantly less.
Not everyone can be like, they're like, oh no, you really only the best of the best can stay in business. The low guys they couldn't because they'd be like, wait, I'd make more money just working at the dispensary.
Yeah.
Like that's something already else set up.
Yeah.
Then sitting on the street corner. No,
'Cause a lot of-
because
cause
no
a
one's
lot
gonna
of
buy
these-
from you. Why would I buy?
Have a taco truck you just sell fucking weed out of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially when
No, like,
they don't have quality.
think about it,
They're
it's the
just
same
selling
thing-
on the
Weed
streets.
to you.
It's the same thing with it's the same thing
You don't
with
have to go
hunting.
anywhere.
There's a weed
Dorito truck with, and it sells marijuana too. You
No,
just
there's
drive
actually
around.
a little coffee
Yeah.
truck that goes around and sells coffee in a blunt for like $7.
That's fucking dope. I need to go to that place.
I-
Wherever
You
that
know
is,
that's
I
called
need to go.
Wake and bake.
capitalism.
No,
Well,
but
the truck's called Wake and Bake.
Yeah.
no,
capitalism.
but think about it. If you were able to do that, most of the people that go with the cartels and stuff is due to necessity to feed their family, to have a job, everything like that. If they're gonna tell you, hey, you could do the exact same shit that you're doing for him, except you get benefits,
And you get left alone.
and you get more money,
and you don't have to die.
Yeah, and you don't have to risk your life or anything like that, and you can send money back to little Pedrito over there in the fucking village. Why wouldn't you fucking do it? I would do it.
And now it's different than the war on drugs. It's with the whole cartel stuff. I just thought of it. What about the human trafficking part? Where they're trafficking for like prostitution and stuff. Where
Legalized
people are like,
prostitution.
oh, should we make that legal? I'm like,
No.
that's where I'm like,
I would say
that
yes.
wouldn't stop it. That I don't think that
It
one would
wouldn't
stop.
it. No, that
That would
I don't
make
think.
it-
Yeah, maybe it would
I,
stop
like,
it,
I'm
but
for legalizing prostitution, but not
you
like.
should legalize it.
But it should be regulated and all that stuff. Like how they do in Europe.
Yeah,
Where
it's
they
a
have to get
service,
tests
just like
and all that stuff.
everything. It's a service, just like everything. You want someone to clean your fucking gutters? All right, you gotta pay for it. Same thing. You make that shit organized, it's less risk to everybody. I feel, at least.
Yeah, making it illegal didn't like make it go away. That's
No, true. It wouldn't make it go away. There'd be still a weird thing.
and I can bring up
Yeah,
another
there's-
fun
I was
subject
gonna
with
say
that.
There's a lot of weirdos out there.
I can make another fun subject with that I know some of us disagree with. Guns. Like yeah.
There you go.
I
Like
don't think-
making it illegal doesn't make it stop.
No,
Like,
exactly. It's
that's-
just gonna take away from the people who want to try to get it legally. The criminals are still gonna get them regardless.
Yeah.
What I think we should be able to carry or whatever, but we should not have the assault rifles. We shouldn't. There's no need for it. It is a military weapon. It was designed for the military. It never should have became
I
a
have a
public
question.
weapon.
I have a question.
What?
What's the definition of an assault rifle?
The AR-15.
That's not
That's
it.
not it. It's Armalite. That's the name of the rifle.
Yeah,
Armalite
that's the
rifle.
problem. There is no actual
Assault rifle.
That's
Just
yeah,
automatic.
that's the problem.
Automatic rifles.
Automatic
Automatic
weapons.
rifles.
Yeah.
Automatic weapons are banned now.
Yeah.
They're currently banned.
They
You
should-
can't have an automatic weapon or even a 3-round burst. Otherwise, it's illegal. The only
Yeah.
way you can get it is with
Or
a
a
class 3
semi-automatic.
license, but
You
you have to go
shouldn't-
through all this shit. Well,
But
semi-automatic is a handgun. That's semi-automatic.
That's the problem. That's
They
to
should
do
just
with
ban
like,
high capacity magazines, bump stocks, anything that turns, you know what I mean, like it's just
but what is
Handguns are
but
for home
I'm
protection,
just being devil's
rifles,
advocate.
Yeah.
But like,
Rifles
what
are
is
for
con-
hunting. Shotguns are also for protecting when you're out in the middle of nowhere and have to protect from bigger things. Like there's no reason to have an AR-15. There is absolutely no reason. The only way we need it is for the military, flat out. We don't need it at our homes sitting there because it looks cool or it fires really fast. No, there is no need for
That
it.
was like 2 great reasons. Like I'm sorry.
Also, the stats compared to a regular hunting rifle and an AR-15 are different. They would speak different. They would say that this is a better gun to have because it's more accurate. It costs less. Whatever. I don't know all the
But
stats.
it doesn't fire 16 rounds in a second.
That's only if it's automatic. But
Yeah.
automatic is already banned now.
And Dan, I have a question. When people say devil's advocate, when people say high capacity magazines, what's
The
the range?
extended magazines.
What's the range?
No more than 14 is what I feel. Sorry.
Like, that's where I just want like some
Like extended
someone to
mags, I
def-
get, but there's
some-
a lot of
I
weapons
want
that
someone
have
to
them.
define it. Like, is a pistol's magazine to extended mag because it has more than one shot?
It's a
What can what
14 round mag.
I think people need you to better define what they're saying.
As long as it doesn't extend
Is
the
that kind of-
original stock of where you put the magazine
but
slide.
but eventually they could say, oh, the original stuff is too much.
Well, think about it this way.
They
Like,
could,
and
but
Like, where does it end?
in an AR-15 or anything like that, the slot for the magazine is very, very little. It's very, very small. So anything like that would be considered an extended mag, pretty much at that point.
but we don't need those. That's my point. Civilians do not need those at all.
I get it. No, I agree with you. I don't really see a point to having it. But if you're a hunter, yeah, maybe you should have it.
No, just a regular rifle. You don't need.
But they want the
this-
accuracy.
Dude,
Isn't that not very
what do you
accurate
mean you don't
compared
need
to?
a AR-15 when you're hunting? What if you get into a herd?
True.
You better hope like
True.
after 8 shots a birthday,
hang on. Let's-
You're not hunting for need, you're hunting for,
for
fucking
sport,
and
and that's
just to
another
fucking
thing.
kill
Like you
something.
don't need to be trophy hunting. We don't need to be trophy hunting. We need to hunt for food and
You know what
we
that
can
sounds
actually
like?
use.
Someone who's never got a deer. I'm just
Got
kidding.
plenty.
That's
Got
what you sound.
plenty.
That's what you sound like. Though, like we don't need to be trophy hunting because I can't.
You know
do
that.
it. No,
You know that a
I'm
lot of
just
the.
kidding.
You know that a lot of the trophy hunting that
He
goes
says,
on
"I can't
overseas
do
and
it,
stuff
no one
actually
can."
actually goes to the money for the conservations and stuff.
Still, if you're
It
killing
really
the
does.
animals to protect them, that's straight up bullshit.
No, no,
you
no,
shouldn't
no,
be
no.
doing that.
They're charging people to come trophy hunt from overseas and stuff like that. Not here, but us go over there. and with that, they're using it to protect the conservations.
Why? That's counterproductive.
No, they
Why
kill.
would you-
kill like they
The old ones.
They get like so many tags a year. It's like, okay, we have 2 old ones that are they're a village or something. They're attacking people. Hey,
It's culling.
We're making it 2
It's
tags.
essentially culling, yeah.
Yeah,
Because
and then-
otherwise the
and then
the old
That's
animals
not
are
right.
kill
killed.
those
That's-
2. You have to,
That's
but
not
for the
trophy
tag,
hunting, though.
yeah, but for the tag you have to pay $100,000. Now that village gets the $100,000,
Yeah.
and the lion or whatever is gone now.
Or the conservation gets the $100,000
That's
without.
protecting a village.
Yeah, but that's
not
trophy hunting because they come for the head, they come for all that stuff just to show off that they did it, but that
Then
contributes to
people
a
are
lot
doing
of
it for the wrong reasons.
yeah, but it contributes to the part of the conservation. Without the money, the conservation dies out, and you can't protect those animals.
And then they did that with elephants.
They made it into a
They did that
circle.
with elephants.
And they shouldn't. Oh,
Yeah.
mm.
No, I know it's fucked
No,
up.
no,
We
like-
agree. I agree. It's fucked up, but it's a circle that
It's a circle
That they
that
put it
shouldn't
in.
have. I'm sorry, they shouldn't be selling tags to go, hey, come shoot this lion just because it's attacking a village. The village should be able to take care of that.
But that's what they're saying. The village, it's gone too far where they can't because they usually try and take care of it, and then they're like, hey, we can't do it without us getting harmed. We'll have someone come in. We'll allow you to take one of our lions, but you have to pay a lot of money. It's not like, oh, here's $20 and you go get the lion. No, it's
Yeah.
a lot.
It's a lot of money.
It shouldn't be trophy hunting. It should be that lion, after it's been killed, should be food for the village.
Well, no, it is. It is.
that part I
the
didn't know.
village.
I didn't know that they
no,
kept the meat.
I guess in some places they get when you pay for the tag, they decide what you get. You
Okay.
don't. Like
That,
okay, like
so as long
like
as it's regulated like
no,
that,
no, no.
they're
Like
not just
that's
going
what I'm
to kill
saying.
it
Like
to
you
leave
get the
it
head.
rot.
They'll be like, yeah, you get the head, we get everything else,
Okay.
or you get the paw, we get everything else. We get, you can have the teeth, but the village gets
As
the
long
meat
as
and the money.
everything is utilized from the animal that gets killed.
Not just yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Or
just-
if it is left out there, it's left so other things where other things will eat it.
What about the trophy hunting though, where it's like literally an enclosed area? They have like a drugged up lion out.
Yeah, no, I'm
That's
not
not
okay
Just
with
go
that.
out there, it's like
Yeah, no,
it's like
yeah,
going
it's-
to a zoo and just shooting a fucking tiger.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah,
not.
no.
That's fucked
I
up.
don't even
That's
like
amazing.
enclosed
Those are the
spaces
horrible.
here where they're
No, I don't want to say
unless it's
I think
unless it's
if
big
you
enough,
really
like
wanna
if it's someone's
hunt-
land and they're like, hey, I don't want these deer. I've tried to get them off. Like, I don't know what else to do. And then it's like,
Yeah, it becomes a need rather than anything. I get that, but what you were talking about, I think if a
That's
person's
more
gonna,
so when I'm talking trophy hunting.
yeah.
that's
What
no, if it's an open
Where
space and
somebody
like,
pays
hey,
a shit ton of money to go fucking
I
hunt
think
an
if-
exotic animal that's
I think if
helpless
you're
in
gonna-
an
You
enclosed
get-
area.
they're like, hey, this old lion, here's what he looks like. We'll take you out to where we think he is. Like, not just like, oh, in an enclosed space. Like, no, we think he's out here. You can kill that one. You don't
That
get.
particular
Even then,
one.
fuck that. No.
You don't
Why?
get.
For
What
the
do you mean?
sport, for fun.
No, because it
no,
helps the
like-
conservations, it helps the
Yeah.
villages and
No,
stuff
no,
like
no.
that.
I'm saying
It
like
also
if the
helps.
village is like, hey, it's attacking people. This is where we think it's at. Like, go.
Because that's where a lot of the tags are sold. But what you're talking about is extremely legal.
Oh, I'm
It's
not. I'm saying
it's
not
the thing
in
that
a-
shouldn't
I'm
be
saying
done.
not in an enclosed space.
Yeah.
At all. Like, there's
Because
okay, this is where
because
we
then
think
what
it's
the
at.
then
Like,
what the fuck is the
the
point?
village
What's-
is gonna have to kill it, or it's gonna kill all
Kill
of
the
them.
village.
Yeah, if you're
Yeah.
gonna put it in an enclosed space, then what the fuck's the point? If you're gonna go out there and hunt it,
Actually,
you might as well give it a fucking fair shot to fucking
Yeah,
kill
kill
you
it
too.
away.
If you're gonna go out and hunt it, and you die, that's your
That's
fault.
fair.
That's your fault. You bought
Unless-
the tag,
unless
you were gonna
another
kill
hunter-
it. If it
unless
fucking
another
kills
hunter
you,
shoots
that's
you.
your problem.
Well,
Unless
then
another
that
hunter shoots you, that
shouldn't have
sucks.
been out there.
Unless another hunter shoots you, then you're like, hey man. Like,
Yeah, if the other hunter shoots you, then yeah, that
Yeah,
just
the
sucks.
vulture shouldn't have
This
been
is
out there
this
in
is
the first
probably not your sport, bro. This is
clear-
probably not
clearly
something you should
something
do.
went wrong. There's
Yeah.
no creature out there that's like bright orange. like
But
it's like
but that shit that Dan was talking about, that shit is really bad. That shit is deplorable.
yeah, no,
like,
I don't. Yeah.
why are you gonna
That's
drug
what
up a
the owner of
fucking?
Jimmy John's does.
Does he really?
Yeah.
That fucking sucks.
He really does, and he's
He
taking
posted pictures of it, and he had one where he hunted like a shark or something,
and he was butt ass
and he was
naked on top
butt
of
ass
it,
naked, like laying on top of it. It was
smiling.
fucking weird.
That's
Wait,
weird.
was
That's-
the shark in like an enclosed thing?
I don't know how he got. I just saw the photo, and I was like, "What the hell's wrong with this guy?"
But yeah, the giraffes, the elephant, the
They were
tigers.
in enclosed
Yes.
areas. Okay, I'm not okay.
Yeah, no,
if it's
that's
out
enclosed
in
area,
there, all right.
Like I said, I think
they,
they should
they
have
were,
a fair
if
shot
they got
at it.
tags and everything, and they're like, hey, this is.
They should have a fair shot at their own
Yeah.
life.
They should have a fair shot to kill you too, to to get you for lunch.
I just feel hunting for sport in general is just a shitty
Bullshit.
thing.
Yeah.
And shouldn't be legal.
I can see
Regardless if it brings funds.
When the village requests for help, I don't think that they need the help at that point. You live in the village, you live in an area where there's other animals. If they're going to attack you and you attack them, that's fucking natural selection. No need for all that. Like.
But what about the
all
conservations and stuff to
Hmm?
protect the animals? Animals are going extinct and all that stuff. That's where
Because
those
of
funds come
poachers.
from.
Those are the poachers. Kill the poachers.
Yeah, and with the conservations being funded, they can hire those poachers to help them stop other poachers. That's what they do.
Yes, but then
And when the
you
conservation is
you basically give one poacher a card of a green pass to go in through the conservation, and then if they wanted to, they can go ahead and murder as much as they want. You're not going to stop them.
no,
Because
no.
what they do is they let them in, and they're like, okay, get that one, and they trust you to do it. They're not
No.
going to stop you.
No. The poachers are hired by the conservation
Yes.
to stop other poachers, so they don't let them in. They build defensive barriers. They build all that based on the knowledge that they had as being a poacher. Now, if the conservation runs out of money, they have no other choice but to go back to poaching. That's a different. That's a problem.
Hire
Not
the
difference. I'm
poachers
sorry.
to teach your people how to do this stuff. Then once everybody's learned, get rid of the fucking poachers.
But they
Don't
can't
even
hire
let
them. They don't
in.
have money.
Huh?
They don't have money to hire them. That's where
But
the
that's why
that
they're
hunting
hiring the
comes in.
poachers, right? To build the fences to find the other
But they
poachers.
can't hire the poachers.
So what's the
With-
money
no,
coming
without
through
the
that?
money.
That's what I'm saying.
Through the tags that they sell for people to hunt like the lions and stuff. That's
So
where
they're
the money's
hiring
coming from.
poachers.
No, they're hiring. Yeah, they're hiring poachers to help stop against poachers. But without the hunting, they don't get the money to hire the poachers to try to build the defenses.
Yes, but if you train your workers to be able to protect the place properly, you're good.
But they can't train. They can't train someone without the funds to hire someone to train them. They don't have the funds.
$100,000 is more than enough for someone to train a shit ton of people.
Right, absolutely right.
With
But they can't get the
$100,000,
$100,000.
you give a couple thousand to the guy to train for a couple months. You have everybody else there learning. Funds when it comes in down there, our money is worth more. So use $100,000. Yeah, $100,000. You're fine. You can train them. You can teach them.
But
what
where
to
would they
do.
get the 100,000?
Huh?
Where would they get the 100,000?
Asking someone to be the trainer, and then for being the trainer, you also get to hunt lion, so you can show them how to do it, or also go around the area to find and how to do everything. There are tons of people that will be more than willing to teach, probably even for free, just like the Doctors Without Borders. There's probably
Oh,
Oh, you're
poachers
talking
out
about
there
people
that would
from
gladly
here
do it.
to go out there and
Anywhere.
train them.
Anywhere, from Britain, anywhere. Hunters from
Yeah,
Britain,
I mean,
fucking
there's
Asia,
plenty of
would
animal
probably
lovers who would go
gladly
out there
go there.
gladly and do it for free.
But they
Buy
don't
their
know how the
tickets to
poachers
go
are
there,
gonna. They don't know how the
report,
poachers are
they'll
gonna
do it.
approach. They don't know the gameplay of the poachers. That's why they hire poachers, because they don't know the gameplay. With the poachers that are being hired, they know the gameplay. They know where they're gonna
That's
come
what I'm
from.
saying,
They're-
but you
they
don't
know
need
what
to
they're gonna
hire
do.
them.
You hire them and you keep them as your employees. You don't let them go back out to poaching. They don't go back out to poaching because they have a
It's-
secure
it's
job.
the same-
Because it's a necessity.
It's the
They
same
do it
with
to
They
pay
can
hackers.
still do their poaching even if they have a job. They'll
And
just
who's
go
to
to
say
the
that they don't leave
conservation and
loopholes
poach
for
there.
themselves?
They can't. They're villagers who turn to poaching because they needed to feed their families. That's why they poach. But if you give them a job, a steady job, and everything like that, they won't poach anymore. They're just like, oh, I just want to feed my
That's not
fucking
right.
family.
That's not true because they'll still poach. Just because they're now getting paid from this place,
It doesn't
To
mean they're not
not-
going to
to
try to
not
find
poach.
another source of
they'll
income.
poach somewhere else. You're not gonna stop someone's hunger to go and murder lions and rhinos and elephants. They'll keep doing it regardless if they're getting paid for it. That's just more money for their ammo.
But that's why they do it. That's why they do it, to provide for their families. They do it for that. They do it for that reason. That's why poachers do it, so they can sell these illegal animals to the black market, so
Yes.
they can pay for
And
their
they're
families.
making way more money
On
than
the
what
black
anyone
market.
can do if someone was to say, hey, we'll give you money for it. That's not enough compared to what they're making with the black market. So if it's about money and providing for the family, they're still going to poach. If anything, now they have two avenues of obtaining money.
But don't they have a leader that takes all their money? Pretty much every group of poachers has like the leader that takes the most amount of money.
And divvies
It's kind of
it
like
out
a
to them, but it's
yeah, and
still
then gives
more
them
than-
like shit.
Yeah.
It's still more than, having a steady income job.
I wonder if that would be more.
It is. That's why people do all that. That's why people do the trafficking for humans, and then drug dealers are still going to exist even if we legalize drugs. They're just going to it's going to be a little bit safer for them because we're going to have regulations. We're going to have to have a card. Now you need a card not just for marijuana, but now you need a card for cocaine or for any other drug.
Yeah,
But
they'll be
then the
regulated.
people that can't get it, because you're going to have a reason to get it,
Mhm.
they'll still just go through the avenue of getting it with someone that can provide
Yeah,
it
but it'll
for
be
them.
significantly
And that's where
less.
the drug dealers strive. They still strive now, and there's states where weed is legal.
Yeah, but
and they just move there.
But their
they
market,
get it.
but their market is for those states that are illegal, not for the ones that are legal.
No, they still
It's the
sell
ones for
well
illegal.
in the states that are legal.
Not as much, significantly reduced. It
I
has
mean,
to
you
be
can still
significantly
make it.
reduced.
You can still make a good amount.
If there's a need for marijuana and it's legal, the need for it goes down because you're already supplying it.
The need is still the same. It's just the avenue of getting it. So the
You're
need
talking
is
about
still
the,
there.
I'm talking about
That
the
weed card
I'm
is
talking about the
expensive.
illegalization, not the weed card, because if it's recreational, you don't need a card. That's how it is in California. You don't need that.
Mhm.
If you're talking about the demand for illegal marijuana, it goes down significantly because now you have all the legal stuff that you can get it.
But
But
you have the
still,
people
your
who
street
can't
corner
afford
drug.
all the stuff in the dispensaries. They're just gonna go
Dispensaries are
to
Yeah.
expensive.
I'm
So you're
talking
gonna go to
about
your street
I'm
corner
talking
drug
about the
dealer
fact that
who's
it
cheaper.
went down, not that it's gonna go down, not that it's not gonna exist. It's just gonna go down.
I honestly, I still don't think it's gonna go down. Like,
It'll go down, but not by much.
it's barely a dent in their pocket, to be honest.
Yeah, right now because only like what a handful of states are legal.
16.
But I'm talking about in the States. Like, if there's a drug dealer in California and he wanted to still sell, he can easily still do it. Unless dispensaries are like, we'll deliver to you and
They
now
do.
our prices are competitive to your drug dealer buddy, then
Not to their drug dealer, but it's not laced. It doesn't have anything else in it. The risk goes down
the
significantly.
risks are lower.
Yeah,
And
and
who's
that
the government
and that is
says.
and that is
Some
and that is
dispensaries-
the biggest appeal to people.
Mhm.
The risk goes down lower. You're not gonna go buy something from someone if you don't know what it is. It's just the same thing with anything that you would buy.
But you don't know what they're saying either. You don't know if it's
I'm
true.
not saying that you know. I'm just saying that it's more to people. It's more comforting if the government does it rather than local dealers.
Yeah.
Generally, that's how people see it. Whether it is or not, we don't know. That's debatable. But the fact that you're giving that illusion of safety is going to attract more people to do it legally rather than illegally. And if it's recreationally available, you can't break the law in doing it illegally.
I would say so even with the older generations, definitely for them, because they were just listening to whatever they were fucking told. But nowadays, very good discussion.
I have no clue.
Marina!
Just take that station.
That's a nice little back and forth that we all had there. That's a good one. That's a good thing. The back and forth. That's dope.
But nowadays,
Is that what the last thing you said? Do you remember your thought?
Huh?
You remember your thought?
Yeah.
and I'm not
Sorry,
for trophy hunting. I'm for hunting though.
Yeah, I'm not for trophy hunting either. I'm just for hunting.
I'm for hunting. I think people should be allowed to hunt as long as you use the food. Like as you.
Unless you're living like out on the own, you don't go to a fucking grocery store. So
Yeah.
You don't need to do that.
Yeah, exactly. There's no need to do
Or
that
if
if you
there's
don't
a
do
fucking
that.
apocalypse.
Unless it's a fucking apocalypse. I mean,
We
I
have
guess
to-
I could.
Well, with like deers and stuff, we have to hunt some because we took out all the predators. And so
Yeah,
they'll
but-
overpopulate and then they'll starve. That's why people.
Let it turn over life, dude. Let it go till.
The people are starting to like they a lot of the even a lot of the hunters are like, hey, they limit it.
Yeah, believe it or not, hunters do like a lot for animal care and stuff like they actually do.
No, I think that we should have hunting. Trophy hunting is.
Oh yeah, trophy hunting is shitty. Trophy hunting is shitty. It
It's
just
your-
gives anybody else an excuse to be like, oh, I shot a fucking lion. Dude, you would never be able to hunt that lion. in any way, shape, or form if you were out in the fucking field.
Oh, okay, I remember now.
The thing would fucking eat you. You said trophy hunting, and I said that I just give someone else a reason to say, oh, I shot a lion, even though in real life they would never be able to take down that predator.
I think hunting in general, whether it's trophy hunting or normal hunting in general, if you're going to hunt and you get killed, no one should feel bad for you.
Well, yeah, like
At that point, you put yourself
That is
at
your
risk to
problem.
go do it. You signed a fucking waiver. You took the tag and everything to go hunt.
But that's also what,
Careful with whatever you needed to do. You die from it.
Yeah.
You die from it. That's the whole thing of the sport, and that's why I think automatic rifles and things like that fucking take away that from the sport. When you're hunting, you're supposed to feel that adrenaline, that rush.
Yeah.
Not to be able to easily stand from your fucking car and just go, okay, it's dead, and then you're good, just to take a fucking picture. No, your goal was to either obtain food for
do that shit with a bear, that
household,
will still kill you.
or to actually kill the animal because they're killing your livestock, or they're
Or
terrorizing
endangering your way of life.
Yeah, your way of life or everything. You protect your territory just like that animal needs to protect his. If you guys are going to clash, you're going to fight.
No. Although this was great material, though, by the way. No, it's true. No, it's completely true. If you are responsible for that tag, you should not be felt. You should not have any empathy if an animal kills you.
No,
Like, you shouldn't.
People, at least I've noticed on social media, people don't care. If there's a headline on a newspaper and it says poacher died because
Everybody's like,
Friday,
yay, good job.
looking for lion, yeah, they're like, good
Just
job.
like the fucking the people that fuck with the bulls and shit when
Yeah.
they die getting speared by.
Oh,
a
yeah.
fucking
What the
bull.
hell did you think
Like,
was gonna
yeah.
happen?
You went in there with a fucking animal that has horns on its face and it's like 8 times heavier than you. What the fuck did you think was
No,
gonna
I
occur?
think
well,
that
the
should
way
be
they
canceled,
actually
by the way.
kill the bulls
Yeah,
is inhumane. They stab it repeatedly.
Yeah, I
with a
think
sword.
that should be canceled. That should be ended. But people are like, but our heritage, but our history. No.
Heritage,
Yes,
fuck
and
heritage.
we have
It's meant to be
modernized
changed.
this society. It needs to be changed.
They can figure out a way to still do that, but it's honestly, even if they were to try and figure out a way, it's still inhumane. You're literally pissing off the bull, and you're trapping him in a closed area, and you're threatening him. One, the red doesn't do anything.
It's just
Yeah,
the
okay.
movement.
And by
It's
the
just
way,
the
by the way,
movement.
here, I'll give all these people's
There's nobody recording.
no, I'll give all these people's thing. You're just culturally appropriating it, and you're taking it away from us. Like that's what they say. That's like
But it's
that's like
inhumane.
we had a thing about dreads. Remember I talked to you about it?
Locks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loss. Dreads automatically makes it derogatory. Saying
Loss.
dread.
Is it derogatory?
Yeah, it's supposed to make it
So it was
derogatory.
always called locks. Dread, putting the word dread in front of locks was actually created to,
Like demonize it?
yes,
Oh, really?
yeah,
I don't know that.
because they're dreadful back then.
Well, I meant it is. Remember we had the conversation where we were just like, yeah, everybody gets those. Like you, pretty much
Oh,
everybody
yeah.
saw it.
How
Like
people
it's
get
not
upset
just
about that.
for.
Yeah, your hair will
one
naturally do that
can't
after a while.
Like
Your hair
as
will
such,
naturally
like oh, you're appropriate. Or like the hoop earrings is like. I don't.
I think appropriation has become to a huge extreme, and people don't understand that.
How
There's
about instead of like oh you're appropriating my culture, it's like, you mean
There's a
they're
difference-
celebrating because they actually like being.
there's a difference between appropriation and just appreciation, and I think that's what causes people.
Well, now
because
it's
a
all
thin line
appropriation.
It's a
sometimes.
very fine
Yeah.
And it's like
Wait, can we turn this back on?
I don't even. What was the last thing I said? Go back to.
I'm not too.
Nowadays.
I know, but I'm trying to go a little bit further back so I can see what the rant was. Okay, I remember it. Bless you.
Got it.
Yeah, nowadays we are the ones that our generation is more open to different things and also wanting to like verify everything as well. Oh gosh,
The
Sorry.
level of trust is gone. Like we don't have that just blind because I see it in work too. Because they're like, oh, back in my day, we didn't say no to our managers. I'm like, yeah, and look where the world got you. Like maybe you should have questioned once.
We should question things that the government says this is this. No,
I mean,
let's
back in your
see
day, you
why.
had cocaine in your soda. Like, come on.
That was way back in the day.
But they, they
Still.
bash us all the time, and then they blame the shit that the other generations are doing on millennials and things like that. They're just like, yeah, it's you guys. That's all you guys. I'm like, no.
We didn't
it's
cause
not
this problem
any-
in that short of time, because if we did, holy shit.
It's just ridiculous.
We're just making do with what was given to us.
I don't know. I don't
I'm
know.
okay with drugs and stuff like that becoming legal, and I do see a decrease in that happening, especially in the want. But at the same time, I think that
You know the cameras can still see
it
you,
just
right?
needs to still be regulated properly.
Sorry for interrupting your rant.
You're good.
Fucking Dan was tapping on the table and he's like, "Oh shit, my bad." I'm like, you know that the cameras are
Yeah,
still.
it's been-
They still got you though. They still got you. Oh, they caught me doing a bunch of shit, bro. I went to
Oh,
take a piss, all that shit. In between, yeah, we stopped the recording. I had to. It's not as organic. I'm sorry, guys. But no, I don't know. Going back to the whole drug thing that we were talking about for a bit. I just right now one of the things that bothers me is the way that the Trump administration is actually handling the opioid epidemic. Like they're saying that they need to give more medication, more pills, more things.
We
You
don't
just
need more medication.
that's what I'm saying. You're just supplying another addiction to cover another one up.
Says you, I am in pain.
Okay.
Hey,
Have
don't
you
hey,
tried-
wait a minute. Don't take my fucking thing. Don't take my thing.
Please
Fuck
wait,
you.
have
Okay?
you tried
Fuck
every
you.
other natural possible way to get yourself out of pain?
But Courtney, that would require effort and work and stuff. I
Well,
don't
then
want
I'm
that.
sorry. I'm not going to give you the pain pills just to cover and mask your symptoms because
Exactly.
it's only going to make it
Why
worse.
do you want me to hurt?
I don't want you to hurt. I want you to actually give a shit about your body.
I do. That's why I want the pain pills.
The pain pills are going to kill
It'll
you
make it
faster
go
than
away.
anything.
Yeah, bro. Smoke weed. Get out of your depression. Oh, I'm sorry. We were talking about something else. I
No, but I was just being devil's advocate. That's what they
I know,
say.
I get it.
That's what
No,
they
it's
always
Oh,
say. It's like,
trust me, I
why are you
work
trying
in
to
that
hurt me?
industry
It's
where
like-
I constantly hear that. It's no, you can, like, some of our people that I work with are 300 plus pounds on average. You know why your knees hurt? You know why your back hurts? Because you sit on the couch and eat Cheetos and
Yep.
watch TV all day. You don't watch your diet, you don't exercise, you don't do anything good for yourself. And these pain pills are only going to make you worse because they're synthetic. They're not natural to the body. And honestly, they make you more sensitive to pain after you come down.
Yeah.
That's
Withdrawals,
all.
bro. Withdrawals fucking suck.
And I'm not talking about just withdrawals. Your body is dependent on them.
But let's talk about withdrawals because that shit
That's-
sucks.
Well,
dick.
yes, that's...
Courtney, everything you said is great and all, but I hurt.
The biggest,
Like,
fattest
that's how-
cock. That's
that's
how
I
much
know.
you
exactly
suck.
their-
easy. Take
yeah.
candy, feel good.
It's
Take
not
candy.
candy. That's just it. It should not be
Holy
looked at as
shit.
a type of candy, and that's what a lot of people do. If
Holy
you don't want to take care of your body because you injured it or you did this or you're overweight, then I'm sorry. You're shit
Stop
out
looking
of
at me,
luck.
Tyler. Stop looking at me.
Then you're
Stop
shit
looking
out
at
of
me.
luck.
The
You don't-
overweightness came as a symptom of already fucking up my leg. That was a symptom.
Yes, but you also did what you could to alleviate some of that pain without pills.
True.
You took
After I
the-
was on pills for a while.
How'd they make you feel? Like shit, I
Like
bet
shit.
not. That's exactly
That's what I'm saying.
it.
The fattest
It's-
cock in the world. That is what withdrawals suck. The fattest cock of all cocks.
And I'm sorry, like, take care of the natural ways to do it, and you'll 9 times out of 10 get relief way better than any pill.
Yeah.
But that takes effort.
Because it's
And if you don't want to put the effort into yourself, then stop complaining.
because if you go back down
That's
to
what the Americans.
Well, then, sorry, shut the fuck up, because there's no need for pain pills. There's
No, but
no
Courtney's-
need for opiate pain pills.
But Courtney's right. I never thought I'd say that sentence, but she's right. Absolutely right.
I flipped them off, just so we all know.
With the pills and everything like that, a more natural response is way better. Ultimately, the pills end up hurting you more because of the fact that you go through withdrawals, because the pain is amplified.
Because they kill your organs, they kill your kidneys, they kill your liver.
Let's
they
put all
do-
that aside. Let's say that they don't do any of that.
That's
Whatever.
fine.
Well,
Let's
they
say
do.
that they don't. They do. No, absolutely they do. They'll kill you. But let's say they don't. When you're going through withdrawals, that fucking pain, whatever it may be, amplifies like 350%.
Because your body's dependent on the
Yeah.
synthetic
And
pain
like
pill.
most of it's not even real.
Yeah.
A lot
It's
of
not.
it is.
A
Yeah,
lot
but
of it
lot
is
of
stress
stuff
based.
It's not even real.
Yeah.
It's your body going, hey, if I hurt you enough, if I make you think you're hurting enough, you'll take them again.
It's not
'cause I
even
made it.
matter.
Like
Yeah.
see for me, when I went to my doctor after my latest injury to my leg, I was telling her, I was like, I suffer from a lot of pain in my leg and everything like that, and she was like, do you realize that it's not really pain anymore? She's like, yes. Does your leg hurt? Of course. Does it hurt pretty unbearably? Yes, I'm sure it does. But it's not anywhere near it was not anywhere near the pain that you normally feel because of the fact that you are stressed. Press pause. Press pause.
I'm sorry, guys.
No, I was trying to keep it together. I was like trying not to laugh. I
All
was
of
like,
you guys are trying to keep it together.
I was like, damn it. I was like, I'm not gonna laugh. Then the smoke went out of her nose, and I was like, god damn it. I laughed. What was that sound? Did you fart?
I farted.
That's fucking gross, bro.
We're human beings.
That
we
is
all
fucking
do it.
disgusting. I'm just kidding. I farted a
All
lot.
I see is Tyler.
That's what made me laugh.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tyler. I know I made it difficult for you.
When you go through withdrawals, that fucking pain, whatever it may be,
But most of it is the placebo effect. It really is.
Because your body's dependent on
Dependent.
the synthetic painkillers.
Because it actually lowers your amount.
It's not even real.
It's not even real. It's true though. It's true.
Real.
Even my doctor told me it's like 99% of your pain is fucking stress.
Mhm.
It's like
That's
you
why-
stress out so
That's
bad.
why when a kid hurts himself, if you ignore it and you don't react
They'll
to
just
it,
get up
you'll
and
be like,
walk away.
Stop.
they're fucking indestructible. Just-
Yeah.
Yeah.
They break their fucking arm. All right, let's go. What the fuck?
Mhm. I think that's how Gabby got through her ankles breaking and her wrists.
Because no one paid attention to
Yeah,
it.
no one paid
That
attention.
is so sad,
And
bro.
so she's just
True
like,
though, like there's a lot of ballet injuries that I went through, but my parents didn't want to take me to go get checked out or do anything about it. That I just suffered through it anymore.
Fucking looking like a combination of Michael J. Fox and the fucking zombie from Walking Dead. Just
just
But yeah, I can do that with both my ankles. Like,
Hold on,
that's
guys. I'm gonna
ridiculous.
turn on the TV so you guys can hear what was like, just so you guys know where you're at,
yeah.
because you were halfway through the thought.
I honestly
Not
forgot
anymore,
I'm wearing
man.
headphones, so I
But
forgot.
you
I
know
thought
you
they were
because of the
hearing it
fact that you are stressed. Press pause. Press pause.
Do you know where you're at, Sean?
Yeah, I know what I was saying. I was saying the exact same thing.
Does it hurt pretty unbearably? Yes, I'm sure it does. But it's not anywhere near the
Right there, where it says not anywhere near. Cut it
pain
off.
that you normally feel because of the fact
Duh.
that our
Duh.
Does it hurt pretty unbearably? Yes, I'm sure it does. But it's not anywhere near
Right there, not anywhere near.
It's a little further.
near
Near.
123.
Near.
What?
Wait, shaking your head again.
but it's not anywhere near
Hold on. I'm not gonna start it yet. I just wanna make sure. Okay.
This was a very eventful podcast.
Alright.
You just
Anywhere
had to
near-
fart, didn't you?
Sorry, guys. It slipped out.
I'll send that.
Didn't
What the-
really
oh.
slip out, bro.
I really did.
It felt like you forced that shit, bro. She just leaned and everything. She's like, hang on 1 second.
No, I didn't.
I had my
legs were
head,
just-
I
my
had
legs
both
were crossed.
headphones on, and I was just like,
That's why she crossed her legs. She was like this, and then she went like
I
this
don't
to
think
create
you
that
can
gap
hear
of
it.
air.
No, I was already sitting like
yeah,
this.
I don't think you can hear it in here, but I was just like,
No, I didn't hear it. But it's just Both
Alright.
of these guys just looked at me.
It
Oh
was
my
like,
god,
what?
we're recording. I can't say anything. And I know you were about to ask what
We
just happened.
knew.
I'm like,
This is going
We
on
were
YouTube.
just like,
I'm not.
this is going on YouTube.
Yeah, I was
Here.
gonna say that.
We're not editing, we're just uploading it. So all this is on YouTube.
We're human beings. We all do it.
You farted.
It's gross.
You picked it
You
up.
have
in
an
your
issue with it,
headphones?
sorry.
You farted?
no.
Don't really care.
Alright, are you ready? You know where you're at?
Yes.
Oh, shit, 1 point game. Hit it. Fucker dropped it.
But it's not anywhere near.
The amount of pain that you would feel if you focus all your stress on that particular part of your body. Like for me, it was my knee. Like I told the doctor, that's why a lot of my pain. That's where it was stemming from all the stress that I was going through day in and day out. I would focus on it, and I would focus on my leg, which was the only thing that I felt like I could control at that moment in time.
Exactly, just like my shoulders and my back. That's where I carry my stress. It always constantly hurts, but that's because it's just a psych thing. Stress puts more shit on your body than really anything.
That's a funny place to put your stress, your leg. I want to put my stress on my kneecap today.
Well, it's because you're already
My
used to the
big toe.
pain there. You're already used to the pain there, so why not just keep it going? It's just the whole...
Because it fucking hurts, bro.
Exactly. And it's not anything you really can control consciously. It's just how you deal with your stress, because that's the only way to deal with it at the time.
I think if my body does that, my body must be like autistic or something.
Well, you know, you're a horrible Mexican, so...
I'm a terrible person in general, I think.
Yeah, that too.
What were you gonna say, Jinsek? Just fucking say it.
Just
I don't
interrupt us.
know. I don't.
You were gonna insult me.
We don't
Nope.
want someone to insult you.
Actually, no. I generally don't know what I was gonna say.
I really can't stop looking at your hair. It's just, it
Mike, what do you think?
drives me nuts. Look at his hair, dude.
Mike Tech.
Did you just tell me what?
Mike Tech.
Black tech.
Gladly.
Mike Tech.
Black tech.
Mike Tech.
Black tech.
Tech Tech.
Tech tech? I'll go with that.
I'll just put this back down.
Don't put it back down. Give us your
Yeah,
opinion.
no. Mike, what do you think?
About
The synthetic painkillers.
I don't
Were you not listening to this podcast?
No, not really. At this point,
Asshole.
it's logged off. I honestly think that just taking medicine and stuff is not the right way to do it. You're not supposed to. You're literally making your body become lazy. You're ruining your own immune system and all these different things because you're basically saying your body's now used to the point that, oh, this is happening,
I can take
pill,
this.
and then you're good. And then did you just look
Yeah,
back
I'm a
to
fucking
see-
idiot. I looked back, I was like, what the fuck is he looking at? I just realized that you were just making... Go on.
Yes.
Go on.
And basically, no one's going to actually be able to survive without the medicine. You need it for everything. Now, it's to the point that besides just getting your supplements and everything that you need, the natural way is just all put in the fucking pill. You just pop the pill and you're good. Now your body's not used to having to break down the natural compounds that were required to get that sort of vitamin or to get those benefits or energies that you needed. Now you just fucking pop pills and everything and then you're good. It's not.
But you're
that's
not
what
really
supposed
good.
to be.
No, it's a
No.
temporary problem solver.
Exactly.
And that's what people rely on in this day and age because it's simple and easy.
Yes.
Unlike the natural way where, yeah, you have to put the work in it to make yourself better. Just like with mental health, you have to do the work yourself and no one else can make you do it.
I love the excuse from people that they say that they want to make the world go numb for just a second. That's why the camera's still catching you guys, by the way. FYI, just to let you guys know. But those people that say, "I want the world to be numb just for a second," that's why I'm taking these. Dude, just smoke fucking weed. It does the same thing, and it
even
doesn't
that-
fuck you
that-
up.
It can though. It really can mentally.
What?
Because you weed.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess so.
There's negatives to every natural thing, yes. That's why there's moderation with it. If you know the moderation and your limits.
Why are you looking at me, Tyler?
Does it bother you?
A little bit. It makes me feel uncomfortable.
Okay.
You look like SpongeBob if you have the suds. I feel like your eyes are just gonna fall out.
So mean.
Damn.
Sorry.
I feel like I have the suds.
He's like, what are you talking about?
I'm serious. Look at him. Doesn't he look like that? It's just,
No.
His eyeball just starts drooping.
it's just gonna droop out.
What happens
His
to
eye
my I'm
drops.
sorry.
I'm just gonna talk like this for a little bit.
He just fucking looked at us. Oh, give me 1 second.
And super glue.
Just
Got
put
it.
an ice pack on the back of your head. It'll pop back.
That honestly would not surprise me if your body did that with the way your body
Nope,
is
I'm
right.
fine.
I'm surprised that you're fine, actually. I'm surprised you're in better shape than Aaron.
I'm surprised you're not diabetic.
Yes, right there.
What's up, Aaron?
He's like, motherfucker, what?
Dude, you're like 2 organs short. Just chill. Anyway, but yeah, no, I'm very
Both my
surprised.
legs still work though, so that's alright.
Oh.
No one could hear you.
That's
I'm
okay.
sure
we
the
heard
mic picked that up.
We could hear it.
He said both his legs still work though.
Shot at
Yeah, but you know your gallbladder,
But at the rate
appendix,
he's
whatever.
going, no one would ever know that they work.
Oh, that's worse than what I said.
Tyler.
Yeah.
Damn!
Damn.
Love you, buddy.
He's just gonna shut the door. He's just gonna shut the door.
I think I'll be the bigger man and walk away.
Well, I didn't roast you. That was him. Let's talk about
Yeah,
walking.
That was him. That was me.
That was him.
Totally Gentech.
Jesus, shoot the right person.
Yeah, for real, bro.
Like,
Fucking Dick Cheney, motherfucker.
Jam poachers out here shooting.
yeah.
Shooting everyone.
I don't have to shoot Tyler. He's a redhead, man. That's already a handicap.
You can't keep using that though. That's not fair.
Why is it not?
You use it
I
all the
was gonna say, that's like
time.
your
I was gonna
one.
say, you
That's
do
your
that.
main thing.
Bullshit.
Okay, but I'm creative. I'll throw it in there with something else. Talk about how lonely he is, then Ginger.
He
You gotta.
chooses to be on his own. That's pretty damn strong, in my opinion. He doesn't
You
have
say-
to depend
wait,
on something.
did you say he
else.
chooses to be on his own?
Yeah.
Nah, dude. that's a no, bro. That's a no for me, dog. I'm just kidding.
Anyway.
Why are you like this?
At least I tried to defend you.
Anyway, thanks, guys.
I love you.
I'm not
Ginger.
sure where all that personal attack came from, but okay.
I've been feeling feisty today. I'm sorry. I just needed to lash out. You're there, man. You're there for me.
No.
Punch. To punch.
Not at all.
You know what? Like, I think it's because Mike guilt trips me. Like, he acts so sweet to me that when I
Mike
try to.
guilt-trips you? I think it's the other way
No.
around.
Mike guilt trips me because he'll be so nice and then I'll go to insult him and he'll do something nice and be like, look, I got you something. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah, it's
fuck,
called
bro.
kill him with
Where's
kindness,
Tyler,
motherfucker.
bro? And like, I'll start looking for Tyler because he doesn't do anything nice for me.
It's because you're an asshole to him.
I'm just kidding.
I
He
mean,
does-
he's doing your
all
podcast
this. He does
for
everything
you.
nice
I'm
for me.
making out the role of the things I've done for nothing.
Right? Seriously.
I love you, buddy.
As he's literally in charge of the podcast right now.
Right.
I can mute you and I haven't.
True. That takes a lot of strength in your part. You would never mute me, right?
We would all mute you.
Yes.
In a heartbeat.
Why? Why do you
Even
guys all
Aaron
have to be
agrees.
like against me, bro? I feel alone.
We literally made a podcast without you.
Yeah.
An anti-ShawnCast podcast. That was the most popular podcast for a
It
while.
was.
For a minute, it was the most popular one. That was hilarious.
It's a good streak.
Even my mom listened to it. She was like, "You're not on it. That's fine." I was like, "Oh, sad day." No, I don't think she's ever listened to us.
Let's hope not.
Let's hope not.
Honestly.
Her opinion of all of us will go significantly downward.
Are you kidding me?
Except for
It
Mike.
can't with me.
Except for
I've
Mike.
done too many things for her.
Except for Mike.
What do you mean, Mike? What is that supposed to mean?
Mike would probably just stay.
I would.
My mom doesn't think bad of Mike.
I know.
That's
It
what
would
I'm
just
saying. I'm
stay.
safe.
You've done a lot of bad shit on this podcast.
Yeah, but she maybe give me a slap on the wrist. Don't do that again, mijo. Okay.
You're just as bad of a person as I am.
No,
Hell
he's not.
no.
He doesn't
Oh,
insult the
wow,
person
I
as
like
soon
how
as they come
Sean's
down
like,
the stairs.
Please, let me drag you down to my level.
Oh my god. You guys are all equally as bad. You guys don't admit that you're bad people. That's the worst part.
You
I'm a
can't
bad
admit
person.
Definitely not
it's not
bad
true.
people.
I'm a bad person. At least I admit it. And you can't always come at me for attacking you. Dan used to attack you in the old house all the time. Way more than I did. I felt bad for you for a
I
while.
call bullshit.
Yeah, it was like once a day. Like
When he would go through
You go like once every 10 minutes.
When he would go through his periods, we would all be in danger. I would get fucked too in that aspect.
What?
Dude, don't.
What are you talking about?
Yes.
Bro.
Your man periods were savage
Yes,
sometimes.
you
babe.
bled from down below. Yes.
your man periods were really bad. Because Aaron came out shirtless and you just attacked him, and I was like, fuck, bro. And then you got Tyler, I was like, I'm leaving. I'm gonna go to my room because I'm gonna,
You're
fucking,
leaving.
I'm gonna get hit next.
Shit, I remember that.
I'm gonna get next, bro.
Bro, you
So I
don't make
just
this
fucking-
shit up.
No,
No.
dude, what? It's
That
a,
was not made up. That's a real event that occurred.
that is a real event that occurred. Just like the moth. You remember that? I really remember
How
that.
could I ever fucking forget?
And there was a moth on the door downstairs, and I almost screamed up, "Be careful, there's a moth by the front door."
That would've been hilarious.
And challenge any man to take a moth
To the face?
And not scream like a little
hit you in the
girl.
lip and not freak the fuck out, alright?
Yeah, I had a spider
I would
crawl on my
freak out.
head.
I'm not afraid of moths. I don't want a moth hitting me in the fucking mouth, alright? The difference.
A mouth to hit you in the mouth. Wow. Oh man. That's where I'm at right now. He had a scorpion in his room and he didn't fucking scream like
Yeah,
that.
it was a little
It's fucking
uncomfortable.
Tyler.
I was
He
like-
wants death.
I was like,
That's
alright.
different.
That's
Like,
true,
I was
he does
going to
want
sleep
that.
all of a sudden. I see something crawling up. I was like, oh.
He- He texted me. No, did you text me or call me?
No, I was like, hey, do you have anything to like get rid of this? Because there's scorpions in the house. Be careful.
I was like, you said what? Scorpions where? Yeah, watch your shoes, man. I've been in this situation before. I'm like, of course you have. Of course you've been in this situation before.
It happens.
You said that you were gonna collect scorpions in my house.
No.
I'm glad you never did. I would have been terrified.
Oh, you think he didn't?
Oh god.
Right, seriously. He hasn't hidden in his little Coke can tower.
Anyway, to recap, I think I'm a better person because I admit that I'm a bad person.
You know who
You
says
sound
that?
But
so
you
a bad
have to be
narcissistic.
a bad person to
Yeah.
even admit it.
Yes, but I'm a better person than y'all. You guys don't admit it.
But we're not bad people.
Bro, there's a lot of racial jokes that would say otherwise about all of you.
Yeah, racial jokes.
So you're a bad person.
I'm not saying that I'm a bad person.
We
I'm
don't
just saying
mean our harsh
I s-
comments.
I don't mean them most of the time either.
Most of the
A
time.
quarter of the time. There's some that I.
Right, Pinocchio.
I'm not
Long as
Pinocchio,
Noah's
I'm just-
here.
I think you guys should be upfront and admit that you guys are assholes too.
Everyone's
We all
an
have some
asshole.
asshole in us.
But we don't flaunt it like you do.
I don't flaunt it.
Oh,
You formed that shit.
bull.
Here comes the asshole.
I'm surprised you don't have a parade.
Wait, why would I have a parade?
Of assholes?
Yes.
You can't clone me. Can you imagine if there's two of me here?
No, I didn't say there'd be more people, just you. You just make sure you have a parade.
I'm not that petty. Or that bougie.
You just don't have enough money for a parade.
I don't. I really don't have enough
That's
money
like-
for a parade.
That's the only thing
I really
holding
don't
you
have enough
back
money
from
for a parade.
asshole parade.
I think even if I had
So
money,
many people could take that wrong on so many levels.
Asshole.
I don't care. Asshole parade.
I mean, whatever.
Gang.
They show up with their brown eyes out and everything.
I'm open to whatever. That's fine.
It's just Sean. What's he doing? Parade.
Parade, I guess. No, I don't think, even if I had the money, I don't think I would be that much of an asshole. I think if I had more money,
Yeah,
I'd be
but
more.
you're saying that without the money.
I think if I had more money, I'd be more humble.
I highly doubt that. I seriously highly doubt
Everyone
that.
in this house, even the dogs, were like, no.
That's not fair. I would be way more humble. I would give.
Most,
I'd help
most
a lot.
people
You
don't
may
become
give or
more
whatever,
humble.
but-
Most people don't become more humble the more things they get.
Why not?
You think those would fit me?
I don't,
Yeah, bro, for
they're-
real. Those are like.
No.
They're not mine.
Are you
These
sure?
aren't mine. Yeah, I don't have like Dickie shorts.
Those are definitely not Dan.
Aaron is showing the dick. Here, let's see. Let's see him.
Like, we need to put
Let's see
this
him.
on
Come here.
camera.
Let's see him. Let's see
Like
him.
I don't
Hold
know
him
whose
up,
those
please.
are.
I'm not holding
Hold him
them
up.
Okay,
Someone hold him
I
up so
will.
we can show the fact that
Like,
you thought that would
Aaron
fit
thought
Dan.
these
Yeah.
would fit him. Like, he
How
fits
the
in
fuck
fit
would that
like.
fit? That's like two
Look,
of him, bro.
that-
and him.
That's not mine though.
Are
That's.
they your brothers or something?
No,
Well,
I don't know where those came from.
It's not mine because I don't wear Dickies.
Don't
No,
look at
they're
me.
not. Yeah, you're too
Have you
thin.
had more people living here that you didn't know about? Like,
seriously.
Whose the fucks are those?
See if he has a weed bag in here.
I
That
think you're like, oh, yeah, definitely
I'll
him.
recognize that.
Definitely.
There's an extra pocket.
I don't know. It might be my brothers.
I mean,
That was weird. Anyway.
Yeah.
Why would Dan fit in that? I just want to. Do you need
Listen,
right?
man,
Like,
I
I
just
thought you were asking me like you were getting rid of them. Like, hey, you want these? I'm like, dude, no.
no. I've never seen those before in my life.
you
and
were
I
just
don't
so
own them.
adamant, but and you have glasses on,
It
bro.
looked like he
how
was
do-
like, these yours will fit you, right?
yeah, these
And I'm
yours,
looking
right?
at you,
He
you're
does
just like,
Look, one way or the other, I was trying to figure out who the fucks they were because they weren't mine, but they were in my clothes.
But you
basket.
held it up. You like did the measurement, bro. Like,
You literally measured everybody. You
The
looked at
only
Dan.
person
if you
who
looked
has
at Dan,
worn.
if you would have looked at me, I would have been like, I get it. Okay, I get it. I totally
they
get
probably
it.
are his brothers. There's
110%.
always clothes over there that I just piled into your bin, thinking
Oh.
they were yours. So they
Well, shit.
probably were David's.
All right.
I just think it's funny that you looked at Dan, not me. Not,
It's because they
not
kind of
anybody
fit
else.
his style, like the brown
What?
Dickie
But they
shorts.
just wouldn't even fit
But they don't fit him.
I get the concept that they did not fit him. The idea was
Do you
is that
though?
the style fit him,
Do
and
you
that's
know
my
because-
immediate conclusion.
Do you know because you legit asked him?
I just want to let everyone know, anyone who's still listening, like, wow. Like, you
I'm
really
impressed
have
with
nothing
you.
else to do.
We're just
Like-
having a random conversation.
Okay, that conversation was
seriously.
notable though.
No, like,
No,
just,
it wasn't notable.
Hey,
You brought it
turn
up because
off.
you're a dick.
just
Turn it
yourself
off,
in,
bro.
Just click.
Go jack
like,
off. Like, come on.
Yeah, we're
You
not
have,
gonna.
you have better shit to do today. I hear the footballs is playing today.
Yeah, since he was down by 1 point against Seattle. Doing good.
How did your
Been a
team do,
battle.
John? Oh wait. Oh wait.
Oh, I watched part of that game. It was not good.
It's okay. Don't
So,
feel
Aaron,
bad, Dan.
do you want to be part of this or no? Or
No.
like,
It's okay. Don't feel bad, Dan. My team's probably gonna get spanked today. I don't know why,
I'm
but
just saying that in case they did. You're like, hey, look, I already said it.
That's not what I do!
As soon as they win,
Oh
see,
my
I told you
God.
the Patriots are gonna win.
that's him trying to be
He'll
humble.
talk shit until like an hour before the game. Yeah, you know what?
I never talk shit.
Dude.
Oh.
I don't. I talk
Yes,
shit when they
you
win.
do.
I talk shit when they win. I talk shit when they win.
You talk
It's all right.
shit when they're
Oh
winning.
my God.
We have
No,
it
this is
recorded.
two different ways.
I
Literally.
talk shit.
Literally, the AFC Championship game last year when you guys were down
I didn't
by-
say anything.
I'm
Yes,
saying,
you
listen to me. When you guys were down, like, hey man, they played better if they win, and that's alright. You know, hats off to them. They
And
played
the
good
Yeah,
games.
'cause they did.
And then you guys going, oh, fuck you.
No,
went right back
I
to
didn't
it.
even do anything. I just rose my hands up like, of course they won.
And then the shit stopped. The shit talk started.
Because I won. Dude, he patted me on the back. He's like, hey, how's the team doing? And then we fucking killed you guys, and I was like, yeah, it's doing very well.
Yeah, he did that like a good person.
Fuck you, Tyler. I'm a good person. I'm a very good person.
Guess what? People who are good people don't have to say they're good people.
I am a good person. I need to reassure you guys because
If
I
you
can be
feel
rough
you need
around
to
the edges.
reassure us, that means that you're not a
I'm
I
a
good
can
good
be-
person, right?
I can be rough
Right.
around the edges, so I understand why people might not think that I'm a good person, but I'm a very good person.
No, you are.
That's nice.
Did you say no, you're not? No, no, you are?
No, you are.
No, comma, you
Oh,
are.
oh, I was like, what?
Do we need the whiteboard out? Like,
Seriously.
That might actually help
I
with your
used
spelling.
to love those little whiteboards you get, like in school.
Oh yeah, when you had to answer in groups.
That was the only time
great.
anyone learned anything.
Right,
Yeah.
seriously.
I mean, we didn't actually do the work that they thought we were doing, but we
I would always
tried.
communicate with my friends across the room.
Yeah.
Like,
right,
hi.
I did too. We'd write little notes. I'd get 11.
Play tic-tac-toe. Like,
Where you mark it on your
Yep.
your
Or hangman. Just putting guessing letters and shit. I don't know, I just
This last like hour and a half was the digression. We got a good 10 minutes of actual podcast.
no I don't. We
had
had
a good,
more
like,
than
45 of serious topics.
we had 45 minutes of good topics.
Dude, you will never learn.
Yes, I won't ever learn. Why do you keep
That is
trying?
so annoying.
Why do you keep trying? Why do you keep trying to get me to learn?
Oh, yeah. Sorry for
Because-
trying to make your thing better.
Okay, I
My
apologize. for
bad.
that. I apologize for the noise, the excess noise. You don't have to be such a dick, Gentech.
Really? Coming from the biggest asshole in the
I'm
room.
not a big asshole. Stop instigating, Mike. You're just as bad as my brother. You're not breathing. You're fucking that whistle, asshole.
Where's your whale? You needed that.
Right.
I don't know. Either way, I think I'm a good person, regardless of whatever you guys think. I don't give a shit anymore. How about what you guys think? Except for Ginseng. I love Ginseng.
No.
No what?
No.
No what?
No?
No.
Okay, why haven't we shut this off?
I don't know.
You're the one with the controls.
Yeah, you're the one with the controls.
Yeah, but I'm the one told. I'm literally gonna shut this off. There you go.
should we do a sign-off? Or?
Nope, nope,
Nobody's
no.
listening. Nobody's
No one's
listening.
listening.
No one got this far.
We even do.
Yeah, we did like half of the
No, we
topics.
did them all except
No,
for
and
the
your-
We just did
Michigan
the
thing.
exec thing.
And your
Or your
hobby.
brain.
No, we're done.
Ranked.
We're
Oh no,
done.
I don't want to
We're
do the
done.
segment. We don't have to do the segment. We can do it later.
Okay.
Yeah,
We're-
we got
we're
stuff we
done.
gotta do.
Done.